If you're watching the replay, you could always support the channel by sending a super thanks. That's right, a super thanks. That's the heart shape with a $sign in it. Shout out to the early No Cap crew in the building. Make sure y'all share the live stream. I appreciate you. If you're watching the replay, you could always support the channel by sending a super thanks. That's right, a super
Spacey got the sauce on.
Hey, bruh, I appreciate you, man. Listen, man, go sub to my boy, man. Listen, man, go sub to my boy, No Cap-tivity, man. He's a good dude, man.
Shit, what you want me to prove?
Spacey got the sauce on. Spacey got the sauce on.
Hey, bro, I appreciate you, man. Listen, man, go sub to my boy, man. Listen, man, go sub to my boy, No Captivity, man. He's a good dude, man.
Shit, what you want me to prove?
Spacey got the sauce on. Spacey got the sauce on. Spacey got the sauce on. Spacey got the sauce on.
Just over a minute before showtime. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all share the live stream. Share the live stream. Hit that share button. Hit the like button, man. Let's go. Shout out to the early No Cap crew in the building. Shout out to the early No Cap crew in the building. Corey Holcomb's going live tonight, I think. Corey Holcomb is going live tonight. Will he mention Anton Daniels tonight?
Shit, what you want me to prove?
Shout out to O'Shea Dude Jackson in the building.
Got the sauce on.
Shout out to O'Shea in the building. I appreciate you, my brother. I appreciate you.
Spacey got the sauce on. Spacey got the sauce on.
ladies and gentlemen. Countdown to Corey Holcomb tonight, 5150 show. It's been a week.
Spacey got the sauce on.
We're gonna be talking lawsuits tonight. The video that Corey picked up from the No Cap crew. We're gonna be talking O'Shea Duke Jackson tonight.
Times in our life,
You got time to sing on it. You sing.
we all have pain.
So man, you gonna sing it.
We all have sorrow. Then I look at Wayne and I know that he will be ugly tomorrow. Lean on me when you're my cousin and I'll be your friend. I help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need my cousin to care.
No Cap-tivity. Freezy.
What up? You are officially locked in to No Cap-tivity with Freezy, where we tackle issues that sometimes have us trapped in this thing that we call life. But if you know me, you know my motto. To free yourself, you must heal yourself. And if you rock with your dog, please hit that like and subscribe button hard right now. And also comment and share this video. That is if you rock with your boy, Freezy.
No Cap-tivity.
We got my brother O'Shea Duke Jackson in the building tonight. I don't know if O'Shea hits panels like that. Do you hit panels, O'Shea? I would love to talk to you briefly if you're okay with it. I don't know. I would love to talk to you briefly, bro. And just to get your take on some things. I don't know if you know, I could just put the link in the chat for you. Because I don't know how long you got. But if you don't, I'm not pressuring you, you know, just by you being in the chat is good. But man, shout out to O'Shea in the building, man. Shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson in the building. And it's not just a regular shout out. I'm gonna tell you why I want to shout out O'Shea Duke Jackson. O'Shea Duke Jackson is fearless, man. O'Shea Duke Jackson is fearless. He's not a part of the go along, get along gang. And the reason why I watch a lot of his content is because I share a lot in common with O'Shea Duke Jackson. You can respect a man like that, you know? I woke up this morning and I was asleep. And he said, rarely. If you don't feel like, I kind of wanted to, you know, I don't know, I wanted to holler at you up here for a second. If you can just, can I put the link in the chat for a second for you? I'll just put the link in the chat for him for a second, you know, hold on. Just in case he's okay with coming up. This link is only for O'Shea Duke Jackson. And if he doesn't hit it, it's okay, because I know O'Shea is busy like a mug. How long? 5 minutes, bro. 5 minutes. You know, 5 minutes, bro. Yeah, 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes, bro. Really, whenever you decide to go, I'm not gonna keep you long. It could be 30 seconds. I don't give a damn. Yeah, it can be 30 seconds, man. That link is only for O'Shea. That link is only for O'Shea Duke Jackson, man. Yeah. The reason why I watch a lot of O'Shea Duke Jackson's content, and I've been watching a lot of his content for a while, one thing that that I've always admired about O'Shea, he's not going to sugarcoat anything. And listen, if he feels like he disagrees with you, he's going to say it. He's going to say it, man. And you can respect a man like that. Clearly, he's not about the grift and all that kind of stuff. Clearly, he's not about the grift. He's been calling out grifts. You know what I'm saying? He's been calling it out. And I'm going to tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. I do believe that being on the right side of things, maybe not in the beginning, but in the end, the people on the right side of things will win. The people on the right side of things will win, man. I'm going to be honest with y'all, man. Listen, ever since I've been covering this topic, I've been getting targeted. Right? When I went on Kwame Brown's show, when Kwame Brown requested for me to come on his show, when he reviewed my video, some of Anton's, I call them Antonites. I'm sorry. We gave him a special nickname, Antonites. One of his Antonites seen me on the show and they just couldn't help themselves, and they, wrote a super chat, and which I'm not going to say their name or whatnot. I mean, you watched it. If you watch the replay of his show, right, Kwame Brown show, you'll see that it was $100 super chat. But they're targeting me, and they don't want me to speak my mind. But shout out to my brother O'Shea Duke Jackson, man. Shout out to my brother O'Shea Duke Jackson. Oh, O'Shea you don't want to be on camera, O'Shea?
Hey, how I turn this shit off?
No, hold on, O'Shea.
Okay, I can.
If you don't want to be on camera, right?
It's okay. It's all good. I can talk for a minute. What's up, man?
Okay, man. Shout out to my brother O'Shea Duke Jackson.
No Cap-tivity.
O'Shea, let's start out with this, man. When did you develop this I don't give a F mentality?
I mean, I'm not gonna say when I developed, because again, we all as content creators, we can be biased.
Right.
We got people that we protect. I'm guilty of that just like anybody else. But I mean, I think what happens with content creators is they put themselves in situations where it's just too expensive to just deal with some of that stuff that they do.
Yeah.
So, everybody make mistakes, man. I make mistakes on the platform. People make mistakes on the platform, and then you can still say I support X, Y, and Z person, and they're making a mistake, or I don't like what they did. That don't mean that I dislike the person or I hate the person. But in like YouTube, it's like if you publicly say I did dislike what they said, some people just immature and they feel like you're coming after them. That's the start of the YouTube beef and all that. But
from me watching, go ahead, finish. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm done.
From me watching your content, you always make a clarification that you're not attacking Anton. It's all ideological. It's ideological differences, right? And you stipulate that a lot, and I think a lot of people understand that, right? What do you say to this, O'Shea? Even with you making that clarification on several videos, the person that's being talked about still, maybe because of their ego, I don't know, they still take it personally. Do you care about that? Does that kind of make you say, well, maybe I need to stop making content on this person because they're not getting it? I'm trying to let them know it's not personal. It's strictly ideological, but they're still taking it personal. Does that kind of, do you sometimes say, damn, they're still taking it personal? Let me back up off this. Do you ever get to that point?
Not really. Let me just say this, because with Anton Daniels,
yeah,
we were cordial and friendly for a while, and he's never done nothing to me. But he said himself, for example, like I chose Myron over O'Shea or Freshman Fit over O'Shea or whatever, which that's his personal decision. But the problem with Anton is that a lot of the things that he was saying just didn't match up to the lifestyle that he was trying to put up. And so what he was trying to do with a lot of his content and framework is to say, I'm a married man of 20 years. I'm a Christian. And, these are some of the same talking points you see with some of the black conservatives or white conservatives, on the middle right and even the extreme right, so
Right.
far as, Nick Cage and the alt right.
Right.
So when he says something like that, and then you come back and say, well, I got 5 holes and my wife, knows what I'm doing and I'm doing X, Y, and Z, then you can't come back and then at the same time point black people as being dysfunctional. You
Okay.
can't come out and point out to black Democrats are dysfunctional because in the reality you're dysfunctional just like them.
Right.
And for example, he put out this new video, or because what he does for his content strategy is he basically does a live stream and he'll just clip, a lot of the reactions and kind of repost it. He was saying the reasons why his daughter was attacked was because she was dark skinned and the wife was dark skinned, which completely was exonerating. He's trying to exonerate himself for being involved at all in the beef with Corey Holcomb as if he
Do you
played
think
no
there's
role.
any truth in that?
I think that there is some truth to dark skinned women in the black community,
Mhm.
Having issues. Yeah, of course. But he's trying to conflate that idea to exonerate himself from what he did. So you cannot take the colorism
Facts.
problem with black women and then try to marry that to why people don't like you. Because if you look at Mika, well, Mika's everything but a dark skinned black woman. So the women that you really attracted to are not even dark skinned right now because maybe at that particular time you didn't have the financial prowess you have now. And so now that you got money, almost everybody that we would see you with, they look nothing like your wife. But you want to go ahead on and try to say that, these dark skinned black women are being affected and all this and that. But the reality is that you don't want to take any level of accountability for your behavior in the last week and you going on streams and talking about you gonna whoop this man's ass and all that. And then at the same time, you'll come back on your channel and tell black people that they got to be accountable, that they're stupid, that they're emotional, that they have problems. And then you try to absolve yourself from those same things. And so when we look at that, then we look at you as a person that's not intelligent. We can look at you as a person that's not intellectual. We can look at you as having the same issues that you're talking about everybody else having. And so that's when it doesn't make sense. And so when you put that out there, he'll try to say, O'Shea is using his feminine mindset because his fans, are telling him what to say. That's another straw man's argument, which he don't want to really deal with what I'm talking about. And so that's just the only real issue with Anton is he's just being hypocritical. And you can't come on here and say the black community need more heroes and we don't have no heroes. Well, nigga, why don't you be the hero? You supposed to be the hero because you know better. You're a black conservative. That's just the reality that I'm dealing with, and I'm not dealing with nothing else. But and he acting like nobody see these infractions that he's doing. Like we're done. That's the most important part. As if we don't see this shit. As if we don't watch. The guy goes on here every day and he says all these crazy things, as if people can't clip that out. Or in your case, you took the video from what was on Corey Holcomb's. You talk about Hebrew Israelite. I guess you're part of the Hebrew Israelites, right?
Yeah.
At least some faction of it. Yeah.
Yes, I am. Yeah.
So even if he felt that way, that's something that from a person that he's presenting himself to be should have never been said. As a Christian man, you shouldn't even say anything like that. That should never even come out your mouth. Even if you felt like that, it should not be something that's public.
O'Shea, can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
That video that I did, the original video where, I exposed Anton talking about Israelite wives and kids, right? I was accused of making a fake video. I started on YouTube making edited videos, not live streaming, edited videos. And I understand the business of grabbing B-rolls and example photos. That's that's the pre-recorded business. You're in it. I know you know a lot about that all too well. That was Anton's voice. He actually said those words. That wasn't because I used some example stock photos, right? Do you think that takes away from what Anton said?
No, because he said it. So, what happens is when you are friendly or you're dealing with a person, let's just go for the whole thing of, Corey Holcomb insulted his daughter, which obviously I've heard you come out and say that was wrong.
Right.
And, that shouldn't have happened. But I'm not a parent. I don't know if you have kids, but I don't. But I can just imagine. I have a daughter, not a real daughter, but a lady I consider my daughter. She's about like 21. And God forbid somebody was to hurt her feelings or humiliate her or whatever.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine that I would be on YouTube first thing in the morning, being more dedicated to my stream than, talking about when my daughter's in school and she gets pulled out. And I think that as a parent, I would basically try to do my best to be there with my child. Now, again, I live in Uganda, so I'm 9 hours behind. So when he's coming online and I'm hearing this, I'm not really, following what time he may be wherever he's at.
Yeah.
But when somebody brought it to my attention, I just don't think that makes sense, because if your daughter is really suffering like you're saying, and if you're a person that does live stream, well, because, Corey Holcomb stream last week was on Tuesday. So anytime that Anton Daniels would have went live the following day, people would have been waiting for it.
Right.
It wouldn't have mattered when you went live. But then to show up live on time, but your daughter at 10 o'clock a.m. when school starts at 8 o'clock a.m. is already crying, and there's no proof of this or anything like that. It still would show that you care more about the live stream than you do about your daughter, and that still doesn't make sense. So a lot of things that Anton Daniels is doing, it at least makes you question if he's telling the truth.
Facts.
And so now, every time he says something is, well, what's the framework in which he's using? Where is he operating from? And at first, to be honest, I never used to do that because it just wasn't my business. But once it got brought to my attention, it's like, okay, well, there's a hole in what he's saying here. Like, for the example, when he went on Jason Whitlock, he said, I'm a Christian and and Jesus Christ is my model. Well, if you were to make a statement like that, we should be able to see evidence that Jesus Christ is your model. But instead, we see the bag chaser's hat, which shows us who your real God is. That's who you really worship, which is okay. But then you cannot use the framework that you are a Christian when you talk about the fact that you have 5 different hoes. You show up with a bad bitch all the time. That's something that a person that believes in Christianity, which is really a monogamous sort of religion, and man married to one wife and all that stuff, then that framework would be using. So now he just puts in people's minds, well, okay, we don't really believe what he's saying here, and here's why we don't believe it, because he has a track record of saying X, Y, and Z. So that's how people start attacking you. Not necessarily, well, he's short or he's tall and all this. People just start evaluating your framework, and then this happens when you come on to YouTube and you base your career on being polarized. You see, I've been on YouTube a long time, and the people who blow up the fastest are polarizing content creators. And if you look at polarizing content creators and how they blow up, whether that's Nick Montage, Fresh and Fed, or Tommy Sotomayor, these people typically never use like a lot of B-roll clips. They don't use post editing. Typically, they use the action clips. They go live a lot, and even pearly things. They say things that make people upset. The problem is that when you base your commentary on polarizing events or polarizing thoughts, you don't have any intellectual framework that you build your platform on. So you can't come back and defend your talking points all the time, because they always change.
Wow.
It changes time to time, because what you're chasing is what's polarizing. And when you're polarizing, polarizing changes from here and here and here and here. But your intellectual framework is never the same. So you're just chasing something that'll get people emotional instead of chasing the logic that you base your channel with. And so as time goes on and on and on and on, you contradict yourself and you find yourself into a quagmire, kind of like sinking in quicksand. So the things you say just sink you down more and sink you down faster, whether you know it or not. And the one thing about Anton and content creators like him, they don't have the ability to believe that people see the world different than them and that they're being hypocritical.
Yeah.
So when they're doing this at the same time, they don't realize that what they're saying didn't match up to what they said yesterday or the day before or the last week or 3 weeks before. They don't believe that you have the ability because they feel like everybody else is so stupid. They don't believe that that exists. And then again, once that happens, their channel doesn't go down right away. But what happens is you just people start putting doubt into their followers' eyes. And so let's say, for example, what you're doing right now with exposing some of the stuff.
Okay.
Somebody would say, okay, in 2026, Freezy, you hate, right?
Mm-hmm.
But here's the problem. If Anton Daniels has a situation again in 3 months, somebody will go back and look at what you said, and they will use your framework to say, okay, this looks similar to what I heard before.
Right.
And then Anton Daniels has another incident like that. They go back and look at you again and say, okay, so he is doing exactly what Freezy talked about when I didn't believe it. So then as time goes on, those followers that were supporting him will start to then move away from him. And then it's hard to keep building up an audience with people as you're trying to be polarizing because number one, you can only polarize them for so long until it just evens out and it don't have that effect anymore. And then number two, people start to look at you and look at what you said, and they look at what your naysayers have said before, and they start to examine it. So then you'll still have a lot of subscribers, but then you start getting less views. And if you look at Anton Daniels' channel, he doesn't get as many views as before because what happens is the numbers are there, but the people are starting to now change their position because of how he's been acting. And they're starting to evaluate what these people like. They don't know him. They come up and see a video. At first, they say it's hating, and then they start to see these clips. Is that him in the clip? That is him in the clip. Yes. Is that him saying he's Christian? Yes. Okay, well, then why is he acting contrary to what he's talking about? And over time, they just kind of die out. Sorry for the long talk.
No, because you're cooking, bro. You are cooking, man. You are cooking. So essentially, you're saying that people start seeing the repetitive contradictions. And here's the thing, though, O'Shea. Do you think people like Anton, and you named other examples and stuff, do you think they get to a point where they get so drunk with influence and power or whatever, they kind of treat the people that they're talking to as not too sharp, and they'll believe anything because of who they are? They think they get to a point where they have so much influence where they feel like, oh, I can say whatever. All I got to do is be performative. Like Tariq Nasheed said, Anton, was all I got to do is be performative, and they're going to believe me because this has been working for a while.
Yes, let me answer that. It's a very good question because number one, I want to say that Anton Daniels is a very hard-working creator.
Yes, I agree.
I would say he's a better like YouTube personality than me. I would definitely say that.
Mm-hmm.
That's up to somebody's decision if they believe it.
I don't know about that. But you go ahead.
But he definitely is more successful on the platform. So then I would say he's better than him. I would say that. But here is something about Anton. A person like Anton has a strong offline presence. And so when you look at Anton, he is going to be able to go to Corey Holcomb's show. He will go to Fox News. He'll have Charleston White. So, he's going to be out there networking and putting himself out there. And he'll show up on Dr. Phil and things like that. So as a YouTuber, the more you're offline doing things, the more searchable you are. So with somebody like Anton Daniels, because they've been on Fox News, because they have been with like I said, It's On Site, The Shade Room, that
Dr.
increases
Phil.
your offline presence. Yeah.
Yeah.
Most YouTubers and this is what happens when you're a person that's polarizing. Because you go to like Instagram, the Shade Brook It's on site, you get posted on there because you're saying something polarizing. It's not like you're saying something because you're good, but you're saying something because you're polarizing. So because Anton Daniels has an offline presence, once he comes on and do his videos, he will get more views. And if you look at some of his titles, they're extraordinarily long. Um, I wouldn't recommend those titles and thumbnails to do very well. However, people will look at him and say, "Oh, he's getting to the bag. He's successful." But what they're not looking at is all of the time Anton Daniels spends offline, going to Jason Whitlock, and that
Right.
helps you on YouTube. It helps you on YouTube when you have an offline presence. This is one of the reasons why Corey Holcomb has less subscribers than Anton Daniels, but Corey Holcomb will have 20,000 people in the chat, and Anton will have
His
2,000.
viewership, yeah, his viewership is strong. Yeah.
Because Corey Holcomb is bigger than me and Anton Daniels combined in real life.
Gotcha.
Because Corey Holcomb has a strong offline presence. People will go and pay to see Corey Holcomb. Tariq Nasheed is the same way. He is actually bigger than me because Tariq Nasheed has a stronger offline presence. That's why he can raise $1 million and I can't on the platform. So you can't mix up subscribers with having a strong offline presence. Now, I'm saying it to say this. When you look at Anton's numbers, people will think that, okay, I could be, polarizing like Anton, but they're not looking at the other side of what makes Anton who he is, which is, he works really hard. And then he also does a lot of offline networking that puts him in the algorithm, not only on YouTube, but all across social media.
Right.
So you can look at that and say, yeah, okay, I can see what he's doing. I want to do that. But that does not mean that you need to be successful. Most content creators like myself that have been in the game a decade or whatever, yes, you have times when you're polarizing, but to stay in this business, you need to be number one in the niche. You have to reinvest, and then you ultimately have to be good, and then you have to give people what they want to see, and then you also have to have unique commentary that makes you different from other content creators. But most creators don't want to do that. They would rather be polarizing, and being polarizing only lasts so long.
Yeah. I agree with you on that, and I think that I think Anton is a hustler. I think he thinks his way through. I think he does work very hard, right? And when he's talking on his live streams and stuff, one thing I did notice about Anton, he's very quick witted. Like he thinks fast. He's like he reminds me of I don't want to say a con artist, but a somebody who's really fast on their feet, and they can convince you really fast, on the whim. I don't know if I'm saying it right because I don't want to say he's a con. Do you understand what I'm saying, O'Shea? Like, hey, listen, if you're watching, make sure you hit that like button and make sure you subscribe. It's very important. Subscribe and hit the notification bell. We got O'Shea Du Jackson in the building. Do you understand what I'm saying, O'Shea? I'm not trying to call him a con. I'm just, go ahead, bro.
Well, the reason, like, if you see, who's this other guy? There's another guy that he live streams. He has debates all the time. I think it's this Cooley. I forgot his name.
Mm-hmm. The guy with the white wife. The white baby mama. Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
So somebody like, okay, as a YouTuber or somebody that podcasts, it is very difficult for the average person who doesn't YouTube or podcast to come up and debate somebody like me, maybe somebody even like you, because all we do is deal with people's positions all the time. Because that's our job. So if some normal person comes up and tries to debate Anton, that's a content creator, I mean, it's going to be difficult because Anton Daniels deals with positions all the time. He deals with arguments all the time, and some of these arguments repeat, especially amongst political circles, political on the right, on the left, and so he will have a response for a lot of stuff. And most people debate in emotionalism anyway, so he will have an advantage over them because simply a person that is trying to debate me, let's say Dr. Umar Johnson, for example, anybody would have a hard time trying to debate Dr. Umar Johnson on most issues in the pro-black community. I mean, he eat you for lunch. And I'm a pro-black, but he eat me for lunch, and I agree with him 90%. I would have really no chance
Right.
with Dr. Umar. Most people cannot touch Dr. Umar Johnson intellectually.
Mm-hmm.
So the normal person would have a hard time dealing with Anton Daniels on a day-to-day basis because simply he engages in these sorts of things all the time. That's why it appears smart. But when you put Anton Daniels in a situation where he can't run from what you're talking about,
Mm-hmm.
he would also have no way to go. And that's what he could do to somebody else. But if you deal with the contradictions of Anton Daniels, he can't go anywhere. So that's why he seems smart. Because, and also people, when they debate, they spin narratives, they spin, like Charlie Kirk, different tactics, straw man argument. And most people are not ready for that on a daily basis. But that doesn't mean that a person is quick with it, that they know what they're talking about. Those are two different things.
Mm-hmm.
A person can be quick
right,
with
exactly. I get you.
and still not know fundamentally what they're talking about.
Right.
And so what you find out with Anton Daniels is that he's quick with it, but he has answers that fit his narrative. But when you look at the narrative, he don't live his narrative. So you can be quick with it and be a fraud at the same time.
Stop! O'Shea, stop! Stop! Listen, O'Shea, I think that Anton has also amassed. Let's talk about his Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
His Patreon is pretty huge. I mean, let's just be honest. I mean, I think he's bragged consistently that he has like 20-some thousand members on his Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
That might give him a little strength. That might give him that. He might feel like he's never going to fall from grace. He's never, because he's so strong on Patreon. I'm not that familiar with Patreon. I'm not. I don't have a Patreon account, but being that he is strong on Patreon. Do you think that kind of does make him invincible?
No. Nothing makes anybody invincible. I don't know if you know that Muhammad Ali and Rocky Marciano, when Muhammad Ali was suspended from boxing, Ali 67 to 1970, for not going to the Vietnam War, he did a exhibition movie with Rocky Marciano, and it was supposed to be a computerized fight to see if the undefeated former champion Rocky Marciano could defeat Muhammad Ali, who at that time was undefeated. So there was a computerized movie that came out here on YouTube, and there's two versions: one where Rocky Marciano wins, and one where Muhammad Ali wins. So, make a long story short, Muhammad Ali was asked, "Do you think that Rocky Marciano will be able to cut you because you have never been cut in a fight? You're not known for cutting." And Ali answered, respectfully, "Anybody can be cut. If I get hit enough times, I will cut." Okay.
Right.
And so nobody is above being cut in a boxing match. What I will say to this, there have been bigger creators, larger than Anton, that have fallen off. I'm the one that discovered Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels passed away. I've seen people, Alan Roger Curry passed away. My good buddy Simple the P passed away. Nobody is above life or death, and nobody is above being humbled on the platform. What I will say is that Anton Daniels, he uses YouTube to get people to subscribe to the Patreon. And I don't really know what Anton Daniels teaches about business. I don't think that's even on trial, or nor is it important. Right. I think what's important is if this Anton Daniels, his criticism of the Black community, and then also on the other hand, what he says is his lifestyle, regardless of if he has $1 or $1 million, is not important. What is important is that does he live the lifestyle that he's selling to the people, which is I'm an upright man, which is I'm a Christian, I love God, I love my daughter, I'll give him the world. But do you match up? And I would say it does not match up. Whether he has a Patreon or if he works at an Octagon, or if you work at Pentagon or whoever gone that he's working at. The question is, if we look at that and take it all there, is he telling the truth about what he's doing? And the answer is he's not telling the truth about what he's doing.
No
so
Cap-tivity.
Telling the truth about that, then he gives you no reason why you should probably believe him in anything else. That's what I would look at.
I think it is important if you're assuming the position of a Christian conservative leader amongst people, especially amongst black folk. And here's the irony, right? Anton disparages the black community a lot, in my opinion. I think he talks negatively about the black community a lot. And one of his famous quotes is black culture is trash. He's always saying black culture is trash. He's always talking about black degeneracy and he's always talking about like rap music and all that kind of stuff. It's just basically he's trying to collectivize a lot of things within black culture to legitimize his trash statements and everything. To me, the biggest contradiction is that I know Anton personally. I knew him personally. I've been on the phone with him as well as you have. Anton exudes a lot of those qualities. I'm just saying, Anton. Go ahead.
No, I'm listening.
He exudes a lot of those qualities. And here's another thing: he's married, right? He's married, but he touts that he's a ladies' man, almost in a pimpish type of way, and he's very flirtatious, right? Very flirtatious. When he left Corey Holcomb's show, when he said Corey Holcomb's a snitch, he snitched on me because of the woman that was with him, I just didn't get it. I didn't understand why he was even. First of all, you said black culture is trash. Why are you even using snitch terminology? That's a street term. Why?
I didn't even think about that. That's genius, actually.
Why are you using that? And how could he snitch on you if you're a Christian conservative and there's nothing going on between you and this quote unquote side chick? I'm not calling her a side chick, but you want to expound on that?
I mean, you brought up a point that I was not even thinking about with the snitch terminology. And if you listen to Anton Daniels talk in his vernacular, he's a nigga from Detroit. I mean, he could try to get away from it, but he can't. And largely, Anton Daniels is one of the few black conservatives that can appeal to the black audience because of his vernacular and of his upbringing. But the problem with Anton Daniels is, number one, when he is saying stuff like black culture is trash, there is no doubt that the black community has a lot of problems, right? And I mean, I'm in Africa, and I can say being in Africa has helped me understand some of the problems that black people have all around the world. Because it's like, okay, you live in Black America, so I've seen this before. This sort of kind of broken system, broken infrastructure, mentally or whatever else. People can't work together and all those things.
Yeah.
But for the black conservative that I know, and I'm a person that votes Republican, if the black community is trash, then it should be your responsibility as a black conservative to want to fix that.
Facts.
Because it is facts. It is trash, right? So that gives you a higher responsibility, because if you're a person that works hard, if you're a person that's a business person, if you're a person that is a Christian, then really you have an elevated responsibility to come in and fix these things, because you should be destined by God to do it. You would have a religious responsibility, and also, it seems to me, a social responsibility if you want to classify yourself under the guise of black conservatism. And that's what you don't really see with a lot of black conservatives, Jason Whitlock, Brandon Tatum, and all the other people, they're just conservative while being black, but really they're anti-black. But then, even if you are to come out and say the black culture is trash, you have to be spotless in your lifestyle because of what you're saying. Now, if black culture is trash, then you should not exude any ounce, a jot, as the Bible says, a jot or a tittle. You shouldn't have any of those in your behavior. But that is not what we see from Mr. Anton Daniels. We see the opposite. The black culture is trash, and then At the same time, we see you exhibiting whether it's a beef in you would have knocked somebody the fuck out and all that stuff. I hope I can curse. I'm not. You would have knocked somebody out and you have 5 different holes. And okay, so then now what kind of framework are you using? You are embedded in the same framework that you're criticizing. So then really you don't have any, you know better than the people you're talking about. And that's the problem when you build a platform of, I'm this, you guys are poor, I'm more hardworking, I'm more intelligent, I'm more intellectual. So when you put yourself out there and then you go on live stream, as you know, when you go on live streams are hype, right?
Mm-hmm.
When we don't, that's why I don't go live no more. Because I be cursing, I be saying all kind of crazy shit. My mom be watching.
Right.
That's why I do a lot of people. I used to go live all the time, but I be roasting people, I be beating. So that's why I don't go live. But when you go live every day, the audience naturally amp you up and you be gassed up, right? And you need to say anything you want to. Now the problem with that is somebody's gonna come out and they're gonna clip that. They're gonna clip certain parts of which is not what you're talking about, or which is not in lock and step in what your behavior should be.
Facts.
And so, yes, the black community is trash, but black conservative responsibility to the black community is to fix it. Because again, you're saying that niggas are emotional, but now we see you being emotional. But then you want to exonerate yourself and blame somebody else. Oh, the reason why my daughter is being attacked and my wife is being attacked is because they are emotional. Now, this is the same thing that's about the black community is trash. And the reason why I say black culture is trash largely is because of one thing: unaccountability. Almost every black conservative will talk to you about that. Why is Africa the way it is, or why black America is the way it is? They will always come back to you and say, no accountability. Well, look at Anton. Has he apologized about what he's been doing? No. He feels that he's right to contradict himself. That's also what? No accountability. So the framework that he's accused of Pookies and Ray Rays of is the same thing that he's really a Pookie. Anton is a hardworking Pookie. He is a gangster ass nigga that knows how to make money on YouTube. That's all that he is. He is no different than anybody else you would see on the street selling drugs or whatever else. The only difference is he's legalized it. But the same shit that them niggas want, he want the same thing. The same women that they want, he want. If you go look at Mika and look at her Instagram. No offense to lady. Mika is basically trying to build her career by clout chasing. She has pictures of almost every male celebrity. Beautiful lady. She's looking to get chose up on by somebody that got money. That's Instagram taking photos. She wants to be fake rich.
Most definitely.
So now Anton, all you are is a nigga on Instagram trying to get somebody like that when you're already married. So that's something that a Pookie would do. A dope dealer, a scammer, an NBA athlete, Zion Williamson. This is not somebody that's highly intelligent. That's not the behavior that we would expect from a person like that. That's what niggas do. So then you try to exonerate yourself from being that, and we can't see that. That's the problem.
So, O'Shea, would you mind looking at a clip with me?
Yeah.
A clip that I actually reacted to yesterday. It was actually very interesting, and I think you would find this clip interesting.
Okay. We got it.
Let me go to it. Anton appeared on somebody's podcast last night. I mean, yesterday. It was a couple of days ago. Let me pull it up right here. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, let me take myself off right here. Let me put this back up here. Sorry. Okay. I just got to make sure I doctor it up. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
So Anton was on this person's podcast, right? Yesterday. And I'll email you all the information if you want to use it.
Okay.
But I want you to listen to what he said, because this content creator, first she asked him how his kids is, how his daughter is and stuff, and wife. And he spoke on that, and then I want you to pay attention to what he said directly after it. Okay? Here we go.
Okay.
Put a 1 in the chat if you would never say nothing like that when your daughter was plastered off. Anybody is streaming my platform. If any with their daughter is streaming. Oh no, damn. I'm in the wrong.
And
Hold on. I'm in the wrong one. Hold on, here we go. I didn't even have to do that. Here we go. There we go. Let me unlock this. Yeah, that's the right one. That's it. Okay, here we go.
if my daughter was a
report them right now. Go and
You're awesome.
And if my daughter was a little light-skinned girl, it don't matter about her accomplishments. It don't matter about where she going. It doesn't matter about her background. It doesn't matter that is a standard by which we're supposed to raise our daughter. None of that matters. The only thing that matters is that she's a little dark-skinned girl. And she's mine.
So the content creator asked Anton how was his family, how was his daughter doing since the whole thing. He's responding.
And so that's reason enough to change your standards from, oh no, we don't go after kids, to, well, you know what? That's what we do. Ain't no rules no more.
So he sounds like he cares right there, like he's, he cares about his daughter and stuff. And I want you to see how he responds in 1 second.
So are you going to sue?
So, he just got through expressing himself about his daughter, right? And, as if he cares. And listen, I'm not saying Anton does not care about his daughter. Of course he cares about his daughter. But let's listen some more. Let's listen in some more. Here we go.
Well, I can't really talk about that. My goal right now, Messi, is to assess, what is going on with my daughter, and then I play it from there.
How is your daughter?
She figuring it out. She figuring it out. As a person, she's great, and so luckily, I have the resources to do everything that I can to ensure that she's protected as much as possible. But I can't control the internet. You know what I'm saying?
Of course not. Can you confirm that she is or is not a minor?
She is a minor.
Okay.
So he's telling us about his daughter, and he's looking. Look how he's looking. He's doing a good job with looking concerned, and he looked concerned and stuff, right? He looked young and restless. Dallas, let's keep.
She's still in high school. She's 100% a minor.
Okay.
She's still in high school. She's still in high school.
Okay. So do you expect that there will be more coming from Corey with regard to this? Coming back?
Listen. I anticipated all of this 10 moves ahead.
Hold on. So you anticipated all of this 10 moves ahead? You do realize your daughter got plastered all over the damn internet, right? This ignorant ass clown talking about, oh yeah, I anticipated this 10 moves ahead. Yeah, I knew all of this was gonna happen. Yeah, I knew my daughter was gonna get plastered all over the internet. Yeah, yeah, I knew my daughter was gonna get plastered all over the internet. Yeah, I anticipated this 10 moves ahead.
Long-term at things. That's what you're saying?
Is not all of this obvious?
I know. But for the people in the cheap seat.
Is not all of this obvious? Yeah. My daughter, she all over the internet. My wife looking crazy. Ain't it obvious I anticipated this? Ain't it obvious, huh? Hey, look at his face. Look at his face, y'all. Look at his face. Everybody
that's an extreme investigator work, brother. I would not have called exactly how you called it, but now since you put that there, yes. And I'm pretty smart, and I wouldn't have called it like that. So that was excellent investigation.
I can send you. I got. Well, she. I think she
Yeah,
put it
citizen.
in members only.
I'll give you. Shout out to Messi. I believe she's out in Philadelphia. She was I like her.
Yeah. She cool. She cool. She put it in members only, but I have the download. So if you want the footage, I could get it to you.
I'll shout you out. You did an excellent job with that. I think that. I mean, Anton Daniels, and I'm trying to say it and I'm a person that went to undergrad. I went to medical school and all these things, and I think that and obviously, shout out to House of Hypocrites, the brother there.
Shout out to House.
He's a very good content creator, and so when I try to do my content or try to stay to my but we change as we get older, obviously. Supposition that I had in 2016 is different at 34 than when I'm at 44. We grow and we should learn. But Anton Daniels, he has no baseline for what he wants to prove on his channel outside of debauchery. And what you just showed proves exactly what that's about. No person, and I think even when he's responding, because Anton Daniels don't have any framework, he doesn't understand because he's not intelligent enough to understand what you just said. He doesn't have the mental framework or the intellectual framework to understand that him saying that makes him look stupid. And so because his channel and his thought process is not based on anything, the only thing he knows how to respond is, I have enough money for this or I have enough money for that. But all of the other gaps that he has mentally are being exposed all the time. And so when you look at a person like that, the only thing that you can conclude is something is wrong with that person. That person's mentally ill. And even if you're not a psychiatrist, you just look at that person and say, this person's crazy. Something's wrong with it. I think that this person is crazy. And then let me also tell you another thing that I noticed about what Anton Daniels is doing. And of course, like you guys live stream more than me. And I think I saw Chicago Rilla. Was he the same guy that used to be on the Peep Network?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to like watching him. What happens is a lot of women, and I could be wrong. You let me know if I'm wrong. But I basically just focus on pre-recorded content and all this stuff because I have things going on in my life. Like streaming is something that I'm not really interested in. Every now and then I'll do it. You're the first person I've even been on a panel on in about 2 years.
No Cap-tivity.
But what I have noticed is you have a lot of women now, especially since the manosphere days, and so women becoming a little bit more friendly towards a masculine point of view or men's point of view or even point on the right. So these streams, because you have a community like you, and I mean you may not have like the most subscribers, but you got like 775 in the chat, but you have a lot of activity on your channel. So what happens is somebody like Anton Daniels will do a show with you, and you're bringing in a whole new audience, and he gets somebody else that bringing in a whole new audience, and a lot of these women, some of them are good looking, they want to be content creators, and so a lot of big streamers or content creators on YouTube use smaller channels like yourself or other females to come onto the audience, and then that becomes basically how they use their feeder systems to get women. And so you saw that with the Lapeep Network. I mean, that's all they did. So if you wanted to be a content creator, if you wanted to have a podcast, and I think that's exactly what happened with Mika. So many women want to get on the YouTube, make money, learn how to stream. They want to put their point of view out there, make some extra money. So then you come on the stream and Anton know that you look good, and then they just get people like yourself and other people who have these communities, and you bring women with you, you bring men with you, or let's say like Chicago Rilla, he knows somebody that work at his job. You'll check out the stream, come on the stream, and so now Anton Daniels don't have to go and look for no women because the streamers in the streaming community are bringing up these women on the panel, and so now in exchange, what he can say is, well, look. I can teach you the game because I have 1 million subscribers, 1 million followers, right?
Okay.
And so that's what the trick is. So somebody like Anton Daniels, once he gets on, and that's the reason why he do these live things. He sets up these fight clubs and all this because it's the best place to meet women. That's the best place. If you have these Thursday night shows, like somebody like me, I have no interest in doing no motherfucking Thursday night shows with nobody. I'm not gonna show up. I'm just not gonna do it. But if you Anton, it's the best way to meet women without trying because they know you. They come into your channel and they're gonna cam up. They fine. It's easy to get their information. That's how you start.
And you're the man. You're the man on your platform. Yeah.
Yes. And so this is how. And then, basically when you hear him say stuff like, I think the lady Lakeisha, whatever, she was talking about the situation where he was telling people,
yeah, shout out to her,
yeah. She's man, them women be good at understanding social cues, man, especially her. And so she was breaking down how he was telling these women, like, look, I can't deal with you unless I'm going to hit or I want the opportunity to hit. And at first, it seems like he's talking about it hypothetically with a group of men. But if you really look at what he's doing, he's telling ladies, if you decide to fuck with me, you have to let me smash. Now, when you are a person like Anton showing your AdSense $196,000 a month, who you showing that to? It's only two people. People you want to sign up for your bag chasers are women that you want to impress.
Right.
So, okay. Now, there's some leverage that you can use on the women that want to be content creators also. But in turn, you're going to have to go ahead on and give me some ass. And then once that starts going, I can introduce you to the Corey Holcomb show and put you on the podcast, which he couldn't do. So he's leveraging literally his live streams to meet women, right? So that if you look at it, that's what's happening. It's not that I'm saying it. That's what's happening. And the lady explained how he was literally having a incognito argument with the lady because he wasn't spending enough time with her. So again, this is even further evidence of a guy who's a Christian. Like, number one, you using your platform to clap.
Yeah.
It would be different if Anton Daniels was. Let me just say this: if you, like I said, we had a pastor. I'm from Sacramento, California.
Right.
We had a pastor. He's still there. I don't care about saying his name. His name is Reverend Bryant Wyatt. He's the pastor over at Mount Calvary Baptist Church over on 3-4. I think it's on Altos Boulevard. In 1990, I saw my first church fight because he was married to a beautiful woman. He was sleeping with an older woman, and the woman wanted $500, or she was going to tell he wouldn't give it to her. So that Sunday morning, the woman went and sat in the pastor's wife's seat, and then all hell broke loose. She swung on the pastor's wife swung on her, and then some folks tried to break it up, and somebody else got hit accidentally and said, "You know how it is. You can't just be hitting niggas," and there was a whole brawl.
Yeah.
And I've been wanting to go back to church ever since. Now the difference between this is he's still wrong for sleeping with the woman, but at least he was trying not to get caught. Now, I think I'm saying this to build something up. If Anton Daniels was doing this and he was trying not to get caught, it's something that would still be bad, but it wouldn't be as bad because you're trying to get away with it. But you're not trying to get caught. You're doing it in front of our face, and you're using this strategy in front of our face. And that's why he wants to do shows with people like you and other. Because see, you might not have a huge channel, but for live streams, you bring people up. Other people want to join. It's a feeder system to women.
Wow.
So you'd be surprised at how many women email, Instagram, like I said. And he's posting everywhere. So he don't even have to go out and get chicks. Because women on YouTube that want to be content creators give up the most ass more than anybody. Some of them, if this is beautiful ass IG models are even beautiful or more beautiful. And so right there, you're making a lot of money, and then you're getting all your ass from YouTube.
No matter
That's
where
what these
I go, I see the same hoe.
Okay, go ahead. I just wanted to play that song.
Yeah, and so basically, this is what guys are doing using feeder systems, and so that's why you have Fight Club and they start new things, all this other stuff. And if you can remember, that's what happened with Lapeef. He quit Lapeef, and then I believe that's when he started doing the show with you. Right after that, but those panels are nothing but clap sessions. That's all it is.
Damn.
And then the leverage is, I can help you do X, Y, and Z if you fuck with me. Not only, it's not like you fucking with me because I'm Anton and I just got this much game and I'm freezy. No, he's saying if you deal with me, you can also have this success too as a content creator. Because look, I'm doing it, and I got the bag. So that's why you should fuck with me, because my network. And then that's why I think Mika has distanced herself, because her platform is simply not growing because she's not polarizing like Anton. In order for you to get coached by Anton, Anton cannot coach a creator who will not jump off the porch or jump off the fucking off the bridge. You have to be willing to jump off. And women creators can't do that. Most women creators are not crash outs like men. So Mika would have to actually be good. She can't use the Anton Daniels method because that's not her.
Yeah. You know, another thing I think is probably gonna, and listen, man, shout out to Mika. This is just opinionated or whatever, right? Shout out to you, but also, listen, let's just be honest, O'Shea. We're on social media. We're on the land of Instagram, YouTube, right? Facebook Reel. Niggas want to see some titties. They want to see, you know what I'm saying? She's a MAGA Mika. Hey, we just came up with that MAGA Mika. So she's covered, you know. She wears the little turtlenecks and everything, you know, whatever. She wants to be I think she wants to be the next Candace Owens or something like that. What do you think about that?
I mean, number one, she's a attractive lady, and I think she's pretty enough to get. I think she's pretty enough, just as a woman in general. But I just think that what she's trying to do, and this is my criticism of most content creators today. Most content creators are live streaming too much, or they are reacting too much, and so people think that's the fastest way to go. But nobody knows your intellectual framework. I don't think a lot of content creators are bringing different ideas to the game, and so people are just kind of rinsing and repeating. So Mika, as a creator, if you watch her or you watch what she's trying to do, I think that there's maybe like 1,000 black creators, and also with MAGA, there's so many black MAGAs now that it's not uncommon to see a black creator that talks from the right, that talks about black dysfunction. That's common now, and now it's worthless. Like in 2015, that was a better way to do it because there wasn't that many. But now the problem with somebody like Mika is you got white supremacists who are doing that better than you. So why watch Mika when I can watch Nick Fuentes? Why watch Mika when I can? Candace Owens is even better than you, but I can.
And they're polarizing, even as MAGA. Like
they're more polarized and they're better than her. So there is no real reason to watch Mika try to be a black conservative when, number one, Mika don't hate black people. I don't think. She's
she don't feel all the prerequisites.
Yeah, no, because Mika goes to all black events. Her life is very black, from what I can see. She is around the black circuit. So I don't think that her takes are as harsh. Okay. And so it seems like she's just joining that movement because she feels there's an opportunity there. But I don't know if Mika has been coached, if she can actually add anything to the conversation that hasn't really been talked about. So that's her struggle as a content creator. But what Anton Daniels is most likely doing is capitalizing on the fact that she looked good, and he's using leverage to say, if you deal with me, I can help you. And then I also have this. Instead of, I think, him saying that I'm Anton Daniels and I want to fuck with you and that's it, outside of the fact that I'm Anton. But no, I'm Anton the content creator, the bag chaser, and this is the leverage I have over you. And a lot of content creators use their platforms to get women. It's not uncommon. Tommy Sotomayor did it. Fresh and Fit did it. So Anton does it also, but the problem with Anton is you're the only one that professes to be a Christian conservative. I follow Jesus first, and you're using your platform to clap cheeks, and then you're doing it right in front of everybody like you don't see it. That's the issue with Anton Daniels.
So okay. Well, I gotta ask you this question then, because on that same live stream, right? And listen, I'm gonna be a better man. Shout out to Messi Machin. I'm gonna be a better man, right? Shout out to Messi Machin. She asked him, have you ever exercised your options as a wealthy man? He said, he looked straight in the camera. I'm talking about he went CNN and said, no, I've never cheated on my wife. And then she said, well, no, I'm not asking you if you cheated, because Kevin Samuel said if you have a certain amount of money, it's not called cheating, it's called exercising your options. Anton, have you exercised your options? He looked in the camera with a straight face, which, listen, I know Anton is a compulsive liar. I know he will lie in a heartbeat, right? But he said—
He lied on me.
He lied on me several times. He said, no, I've never exercised options. No, I've never. And he did that. And I went to laughing. I was like, come on, Anton, come on, man. What do you think about that, man? I mean, he looked in the camera with a straight face and said he's never done it.
Well, again, the problem with people who are intellectually deficient, and that's what I would classify Anton as. And I'm saying that because of the gaps.
Mm-hmm.
On one hand, you're saying that you've never done it, but on the second hand, you're talking to Corey Holcomb about snitching. And then you're telling Corey Holcomb that you can move how you want to move, and your wife already knows this. But then at the same time, even if your wife does know it, as a Christian, Jesus Christ would not care that your wife approves of it, because God would disapprove of it. So it wouldn't matter even if your wife approved of it, because your religion says that you're not allowed to do that. So that shows you that the person is intellectually deficient, and they have no, their framework isn't undergirded in anything, because their framework is not stable. So that's all that it shows. It shows that he's intellectually deficient. He doesn't have a framework. That's why he can come out here and say, well, my daughter is suffering because of X, Y, and Z.
Mm-hmm.
And then he can come back and say, I'm 10 steps ahead of this. I knew that it would happen. Then by that logic, then you're responsible for what happened, not Corey Holcomb, because you knew that your daughter would be going through X, Y, and Z. So, but the only way that you can justify that is be intellectually deficient in your framework. That's the only way that you can say that. And the only way to justify that is to say that that person's fucking stupid. And that's probably the first insult. That's the only way you can explain it, because nobody can explain that behavior or that statement coming from a caring father. Nobody can say something like that, especially with a smile on your face. So that person is an individual that cannot be trusted. His own wife said when he gets upset, he is this and he is that and all of that stuff. And so, it just raises question marks about a person. So when you hear different things, you just start writing it down. Like, okay, well, this person had this problem. They have this problem over here. They have this problem over here. And then you just put all that on the board, and then you look at that, and then you see who that person is over time. That's the only way you can explain it. Right. And so again, this is the synopsis of every content creator that I've seen that is chasing the bag, chasing money. Instead of chasing, number one, the niche, chasing improving in the niche and adding value to the niche and trying to grow at a rate, even if it's slow or fast, that you can get better, that you can compound year after year. That's the best way to stay in a business like this. But when you're chasing money and you're chasing fame, which obviously Anton Daniels wants money, but he wants the fame because the fame actually helps him get the women that he probably could not have gotten before. This is the reason why he talks about dark-skinned black women, but you see what his real type is. His real attraction is not dark-skinned black women. His real attraction is Mika, somebody like that. Even the ladies you see him giving the most flirtatious vibes, and you know him better than me on live stream, I guarantee that the majority of them are lighter-skinned women that he feels are more attractive. So what that means is if Anton Daniels had this amount of money 20 years ago, he would not have his wife, and his daughter would not be dark. His daughter would be looking, and his kids would be different color. So, and the only reason why he's opened up his options because his wife is not maybe his first attraction.
So the big question is if it's true, right? Because we're breaking this down and you're doing an excellent job. If it's true that a man in general has never cheated on his wife, I'm gonna tell you something, man. It ain't too many dudes ain't cheated on it. I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying it's a lot of guys cheating at it. I'm just saying, like, it's a lot of guys that is cheating and, whatever. Especially when you have access, right? The type of access, like you said, you were explaining earlier, especially the type of access that Anton has. You say you're a Christian conservative. Well, okay, but fine. If you've never cheated on your wife ever, how could you get snitched on? How could you get snitched on? I can only come up with one explanation, O'Shea. That's it. Maybe he's in an open marriage. Maybe he's in an open marriage.
Even if he is in the open marriage, let's use that point, or his wife is okay with it. It still goes against Christianity and the principles in the modern era. Okay. Now,
go ahead, O'Shea.
We would still biblically be incorrect to live that lifestyle. Because now if he was, and I know some Hebrew Israelites, for example, I know there's many different factions of people, not all are the same. And I'm over here in Africa, so we have some of the brothers, Hebrew Israelites, Tanzania and Ghana, and they have different camps, and different camps allow different things. It would be more acceptable if he was in, let's say, Nawapians, which is not Hebrew Israelite, but let's say certain camps of Hebrew Israelite that will let you have more than one wife.
Right.
If you were some level of Hoteps or Islam, but you're not in.
And I'm glad you just said that. On the side note, you understand that all Israelite groups don't believe in having more than one wife. I'm glad you just said that. But go ahead. Yeah.
Yes, Israelite group, and I don't know all of them, but obviously people have. There's beefs in between Israelite groups.
Right. Okay,
that I have called wind up. So if he was to have a different religion, or even agnostic or atheist, then I wouldn't have anything to say. But once you come out and say that you're a Christianity, then we already know by default that you cannot have a wife and a side chick in Christianity. Not in what you would consider mainstream Christianity, unless you're a part of some cult group or something like that, which you would never want to say. But so you can't do, even if your wife allowed you to be in open marriage, Jesus Christ wouldn't allow you to be in an open, so it would not matter. You would still face a problem there. So all his framework is broken and bent anywhere you turn. And when you put this to him in his face, he would have a hard time dealing with any of these arguments. And so that's why he'll result to saying that somebody is feminine and all that. And ultimately, over time, like I said, polarizing creators usually have some level of a decline, because in YouTube, you look at all the best creators, all of them usually are creative. Mr. Beast. You look at some of the guys that are vloggers or whatever. These people are not polarizing. These people have to be creative. They've got to be good. So unless Anton Daniels focus on the creative side of doing YouTube, he's going to have a problem, because, again, you can only get talked about so much before people start changing their position on you as a subscriber.
Right.
Because people going to dislike you. People dislike you. They dislike me. They for whatever. And it's, as you go on in this business, one of the downsides is people come in that's new. They don't have the problems that you have. They starting off fresh. People want to see fresh faces. They want to see new voices, new opinions. So it's hard to stay in this business for a long time, because people come in and they're good. So the last thing that you want to do is, over time, always shift your positions where nobody can attach to who you really are. Because let's say, for example, you listen to me in my content for the last, I would say, the better part of 10 years. You will know, number one, I'm very male centered on my channel. You would know that I'm very black centered also. And then I have some conservative leanings. Those are three things that, now things will change because I get older and I see things from a different perspective that I did before as I'm getting more mature. But you would always see those three elements in my content, and I would not sway away from that. That's why you see my channel grow slowly over here. It grows. It don't never blow up. It grows slowly. But when you see creators just blow up out the sky, there's typically a reason for that, and it's typically polarization. It's not because of this, this person's a great creator.
Like just
it's
pearly
polarized.
things.
Yes. Yes. That's what. So when somebody comes out and what they're saying is so crazy, and they are saying this stuff to blow up. That's why they're saying it. That's why Fresh and Fit, kicking the girls out and all this. That's why they blow up. But people who are good creators, are more balanced creators, don't grow as much, but they have more longevity over time, and they kind of slow compounds over time. That's the difference.
So, O'Shea, I want to thank you for covering my content. I'm forever grateful and I'm humbled by it, right? I watched it several times and I think you did an excellent job like you usually do. I do want to tell you this. I think God sent you here for me to tell you this. There was one part that you probably wasn't privy to about. I mentioned it during that live stream that you covered the truth about Anton. When Anton stopped doing the show with me, there was a 3-month gap, right? A 3-month gap. And I was over here doing my show, me and Anton, we didn't have any problems. Okay, you're not doing it. He didn't explain to me, why he stopped doing the show. He didn't explain to me. And it was just cold turkey. But okay, fine. So I'm over here 3 months, whatever. Every now and then I would go over there and super chat his channel. So that's indication. I didn't have any qualms with him or anything, right? Right. So 3 months later, I showed up on another person's show. And shout out to Drip. I'm going to give him a shout out. I got to. Shout out to Drip. It was his show. And we had a small conversation and whatnot. So let me rewind. When I used to co-host a show on Anton's show, Anton made a statement about his wife. Now, the reason why I'm finna tell you this, O'Shea, is because it's significant with Corey Holcomb. It's significant with his host, co-host on his show, Quentin or whatever, on his panel show, whatever. What I'm about to tell you, I'm proving that there's a pattern with the SMD comment, the suck D comments.
Okay.
When I was on his show, when I was doing his Wednesday night show, me and him, he made a comment to his audience, and it was in a braggadocious manner. He said, "Oh yeah, my wife sucked my D every night."
No Cap-tivity.
And it was about 1,200 people watching, 1,300 people watching, and I was like, I didn't say anything about it, but because that's his wife, and plus I didn't want to, call him out on a live stream. That's his show, that's his live stream. And I was in my mind, I was like, wow, damn, you talk about your wife like that. I mean, it's some weirdos out here that as soon as they get off the live stream, you know what I'm saying? So 3 months later, I was on the guy's show and I was asked, Freezy, why aren't you on Anton's show? I mean, you just stopped appearing on the show. And I told him, I don't know. I said, I don't know. He didn't give me an explanation. He just stopped doing the show. He didn't explain or anything. He just stopped acknowledging me. He stopped bringing me on the show. Not that I'm butthurt. I'm just saying. So I brought up, they started talking about, what they thought about Anton and his character. And I mentioned, one thing I will say that I didn't like what he said on the show when I was co-hosting the show was that he said that his wife sucks his D every night in front of 1,200, 1,300 people. I said that. And somebody sent him the live stream I was on. It wasn't a lot of people watching. And that is why he called me and said, Freezy, I thought it was all love. Freezy, I thought it was all love, man. Why are you talking bad about my wife? Why are you talking bad about my wife? I said, Anton, I'm not talking bad. What are you talking about? It was like 8 o'clock in the morning my time. I live on the East Coast. And I was still asleep kind of. I had to wake up.
Florida, right?
Huh? I'm in Florida, Central Florida. Yeah. I had to kind of wake up because he sounded distraught. He was like, Freezy, I thought it was all love. I thought it was all love between us. It's like, what are you talking about, Anton? You're talking, I'm getting, somebody sent me a video where you talking bad about my wife and you talking about me. And I said, Anton, hold on, slow down. I never talked bad about your wife ever in life. I would never do that. That's not my character. And then I had to recollect and I was like, oh yeah, I did. Okay, I did say what you said about your wife, right? I said I did say what you said about your wife. I mentioned that you said that your wife sucks your D every night in front of a large audience of your viewers on your channel. And I mentioned how I didn't like that. And I did feel like that was an indication of your characteristics. I was like, I always felt like that was uncomfortable, right? That's what he was all up in a tiff about. That's what he was upset about. And I actually, he was all up in arms about it. He got emotional about it because he felt like it made him look bad. It really wasn't about his wife, I don't think. He felt like I shouldn't have been talking in front of other people on another person's live stream about him in a bad light because he doesn't like to look bad. But what I didn't understand is it was 3 months later. It was 3 months later. You didn't explain to me why you ended the show. Why should I regard you? I'm just having a regular conversation. You understand what I'm saying, O'Shea? Like, I'm just having it was just a small talk. It was just small talk, right? 3 months later. Mm-hmm. And so he kind of calmed down after a while because he was very emotional about it. And then I eventually said, you know what, Anton, that's your wife. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and apologize. Even though I wasn't talking bad about your wife, I'm going to just apologize anyway because if you don't want a man just mentioning your wife, fine. I did not talk bad about your wife, but I just apologized just because of how he felt.
It was the right thing to do. Yeah,
right.
As a man, you know.
Right. So he apologized on the phone and said, well, you know what, Freezy? I should have explained to you. I should have gave you an explanation why I ended the show. I should have acknowledged you. I should have just had more respect for you at the time. I was like, bro, it's over with, bro. It's 3 months later. I'm not losing any sleep about it. I'm on my channel. I said, Anton, it's nothing. And you know, you called me upset. I just wanted to make sure you was okay, And he was like, I apologize too, Freezy. I apologize. I thought it was over with, O'Shea. That same night, later on that night, he did a live stream and he just went in on me. I was the main character. He went in on a couple other guys. And he was just saying, he painted this picture like, yeah, Freezy was crying to me. He was asking for my forgiveness. And I was like, damn, Anton, why you gonna lie on me like that? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was like, damn, I'm looking at my TV screen like this dude is actually lying on me. Like he painted this picture like I was actually crying. Like, Anton, please forgive me. Take me back. Anton, it was 3 months later and you actually called me distraught. Like you was emotional about, your wife. And I couldn't believe this dude made that story up about me crying and wanting his forgiveness, and he made it almost seem like I was just like on my knees asking for forgiveness. And
let me tell you.
And let me finish this last point. And that is the reason why I made my live stream, the one that you covered. Mm-hmm. That's the reason why I made it, because I felt like his platform was so big and he could just drown me out. And I felt like, damn, everybody's going to believe him. Nobody's going to believe, because the phone call was just between me and him, right? And I said, I have to at least do a live stream on my platform. And that's why I made the live stream, O'Shea. And I'm glad you're here, because now you have the full context. Yeah.
I that part is great. So let me just say this. He lied on me. He said, because I would call Anton, not all the time. We talked a few times. And I would criticize him. Hey man, listen. Number one, you gotta stop being so opulent. So if you're in business class and you're flying somewhere, you got your wife, your daughter, and all of these things. Because I didn't know at the time that Anton Daniels had the proclivity to mess with women on his channel, which I don't necessarily. It's not my business. Mm-hmm. But a lot of content creators, I made a lot of money in this business. I've been very, very blessed. I'm thankful to God that we're able to do this and do it for our community and and be successful. But I think it's a bad idea that content creators, especially Black, you're showing that you have wealth, you're showing your business class, because nigga, first of all, you live in Detroit. And YouTubers are getting robbed too. Not just rappers. YouTubers' lives are in danger. So I will call him and tell him that, number one, you got to take more risks. You're putting your family out there, you're putting your wife out there. Number two, your positions on the Black community as a Black man that's married to a Black woman should change, because you're married to a Black woman, you have a Black daughter. Why are you so hateful towards Blacks? Mm-hmm. And we will talk about this from time to time. he then would come on here and say that the only reason why I called him, whenever I called him, was about gossip, which isn't true because even before I decided to come out against Anton's ideology, I would say that on my videos, even when I defended him. I said I called and talked to him about our differences of opinion. But
Mm-hmm.
he tried to paint it as if when I only call him talk about gossip. First of all, nigga, let me just say this. As content creators, I have no reason, for the most part, to call Anton Daniels to talk about gossip simply because I'm not that close to you. I do call people to talk about gossip or just whatever things. You know, as men, we got problems and stuff like
Right.
that. And as you get a little bit older, a lot of my friends from high school is either married or back in Sacramento. So, some of my YouTube buddies
Right.
replace that, or my friends, So I call took the shit with him. I would have no idea to call your black ass out
Right.
of the blue and just talk about something that's a gossip with a nigga I don't really know. But so I would have no reason to do that because you in Detroit, like I said, I respect you because you're a content creator at the time.
Yeah.
But I would not call you to gossip about who because we don't even know the same people.
Fact.
We're in different lanes. I cover largely celebrity in the black community shit, and at the time you were doing the Peace Network and whatever else on reaction. So we don't have no content ready to discuss because our styles of delivery are different. At the time I'm using Dima, I'm using heavy editing and post production. You don't use that. So you're trying to make it like I'm calling you to gossip when
Mhm.
that's not true. Whenever I would call you, it was because, like, for whatever reason, somebody had said his wife had left him. It was a big rumor at the time that said that his wife divorced Anton. So I called out of concern.
Right.
That was the reason why I called. I didn't call and be like, oh, nigga,
hold,
what's up, man?
hold on, O'Shea. Hold on, O'Shea. One more time. Hold on. Say it again. What they told you?
So there was a rumor that said that Anton Daniels' wife was leaving him or had left him. It was on YouTube. I don't know if you remember that. So I called out of concern to see how they were. And he was like, it's just a rumor, but it was making some traction here and there. So I called just out of concern.
Okay.
Not to, I was, it seemed like he was having a little bit of whatever. So he tried to paint it as if I called him to shoot the shit with him, as if he's so important that somebody, like he's a likable nigga that I could call and shoot the shit with, which is just not true. Anybody knows me in the content creator community, and I'm very known in the content creator community.
Yes, you are.
Like, not just as a content creator, but I've helped several content creators blow up on the platform. So,
i.e. Kevin Samuels. Yeah. Go ahead and flex. Go ahead. You can flex. O'Shea, go ahead.
The lead attorney, Pocket Watching with JT, I gave them their first interviews. I mean, some of them better than me now.
Yes.
All of them better than me. But so when I a lot of content creators, when we have issues, if I see something that you don't like, I will call you. Hey man, like, what are you doing? Like, this is something that's, if I have a relationship with you, I would do that. So I would do that with him. Say, hey man, I feel like your framework is, I see the road that you're going. But he was like, oh, everything is okay. And, sometimes with content creators, when they start getting a lot of money and they start doing better than even you. And that wasn't even an issue with Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels, my boy, he helped me do a whole lot of stuff. But with Kevin Samuels, it wasn't much you could call him and tell him because he was just doing so much better than me. So, and the thing about Kevin, I would try to talk to him about was, how can we make, because like the intro that we had, my studio did it for me. So I would call him and say, hey, the sound's a little off or whatever else. And, it wasn't never an intellectual framework thing because what he was doing, he was much further than any of us. Because, I'm in the manosphere where we kind of helped create some of the framework of what, black men were going through. And he came in after us and he was just, miles and miles better and intellectual than we were. So we couldn't really touch him in that. But there were things, that he would have some issues with. And that's between me and him. I would call him and say, you fucked up here and vice versa. And he would receive that. Sometimes he wouldn't, but sometimes he would, and that's kind of how men are. So I have a history of if I feel like I know you or whatever, and you have mistakes going, and my phone is open to, I will call you and say, hey, this is what you, I can call you and tell you, hey, this topic is hot. You should be on this topic, or I might send you my clips or whatever else, stuff like that. Behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so what he wants to frame it is somebody just called him. Like O'Shea, like I would just show up and shoot. O'Shea, that's my guy, man. I really rock with him or whatever. Like we was like really buddies. And I had never even talked to him before he said that. So I did start calling him every now and then, or he might call me, but it was no more than 3 or 4 times. So Anton Daniels does have a problem with telling the truth.
I seen that live stream. And listen, if you're watching, make sure you hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit the notification bell after you subscribe. If y'all enjoying the show, subscribe and make sure you hit that notification bell. We got O'Shea Du Jackson in the building. I seen that live stream, O'Shea, and he tried to make it seem like you was just a petty ass nigga. Like, yeah, he just called me for gossiping, and I was like, when he said it, because I know I have a really good read on Anton. I knew he was lying, bro. I knew he was. I was like, why he doing my brother O'Shea like that? That's crazy.
Let me say this. So number one, like Anton Daniels says that if I had an issue with what he was doing, that I should have called him. The question, the reality is, I have called him about some of this conduct. So now the issue is also, and not that my audience was the reason, but my audience would say, hey, Anton is saying this, Anton is saying this, Anton is saying this, and this is kind of against what's going on. So it got so bad where I started to pay attention to what he was saying. So once I started to see what he was saying, and then I just understood when I listened to it that he doesn't know what he's talking about. So I started also noticing how Anton Daniels deals with other people. So it automatically let me believe that he is somebody that I could not trust. Again, remember, Anton Daniels was supposed to be Kevin Samuels' friend. Now, he did go to the funeral, and but he wasn't close to Kevin Samuels or anything like that. But
he damn sure made it seem like it. Go ahead, I'm saying.
Well, the thing is, there's nobody that if Kevin Samuels had a problem with you when he was living, as of today, there are people that have talked bad on Kevin Samuels that I will not talk to. Kevin Samuels been dead since 2022, going on almost 4 years.
Right.
So if you was really rocking with Kevin Samuels and you knew that Fresh and Fit really didn't fuck with him, then you apologized to Fresh and Fit, so really you didn't care about Kevin, even if you would have went to his funeral. Because his mom sends me, I couldn't make it, I was in Europe. I sent $1,000 to Kevin Samuels' funeral. His mom sends me a Christmas card every year, handwritten, to my mother and to me.
Wow, that's awesome.
So because we was doing a lot of editing for Kevin Samuels for free in my studio.
Really?
So yeah, the last intro Kevin Samuels had out, we made it. There's a lot of things that go behind the scenes in Black YouTube that happen that nobody know that I'm behind it or know something about it. We just don't tell everybody. But the reality is that Anton Daniels moves in circles in which he feels he can that are beneficial to him. So since Kevin has passed away, there is no reason why he need to be loyal to Kevin. But when Kevin was alive, he felt that way. He just ride waves all day. That's all he does. And that's why he don't have no infrastructure in this business, because he's just trying to ride clout and trying to ride. That's why his positions change so much.
You know what, O'Shea? What you're saying makes a lot of sense, because obviously that's the reason. I remember he showed up on Kwame Brown's platform and he got into it with Gilbert Arenas, and he was basically grandstanding on Gilbert Arenas, saying that he got more money than Gilbert Arenas. I don't know why Anton think he got more money than these NBA guys, but I'm pretty sure Anton got a substantial amount of money. But I'm talking about he trying NBA guys, and he called out Gilbert Arenas. Gilbert Arenas ended up coming on Kwame's show. Then Anton kind of quieted. Go ahead.
No, I understand.
Then Anton kind of quieted down when Gilbert came on the show. Then Anton went at Gilbert's co-host, Kenyon Martin, saying that they're basically nobodies, and they're yes men to Gilbert Arenas. And when I was watching it, I was saying to myself, why is Anton doing it? That's so unnecessary. Like, his ego is so big. I was like, there is no reason why he should be disparaging Kenya Martin. Kenya Martin don't even know you, bro. Why are you on Kwame Brown's live stream disrespecting him, basically calling him the help and the rest of Gilbert Arenas' cast members and everything? I said to myself, why did you even go there, bro? Those guys don't even, why did you even target those guys and belittle those guys? Bro, you're on Kwame Brown's platform. You're talking to Gilbert Arenas. You could have used that as an opportunity to network or whatever. I realized that Anton doesn't give he doesn't give a damn about networking. All he cares about is capitalizing on the moment and looking better than everybody else. That's it.
Well, he does care about networking if it can benefit him. Like Myron, Fresh and Fit, Jason Whitlock. So you ain't gonna come after them angry men. Anybody who has similar, let's say, for example, it's a two-pronged strategy. So people who he can share an audience with, Jason Whitlock, angry men. Let's say I could see him working with the Hodge twins. Because Anton Daniels, a lot of his audience is also probably non-white. So that's why he reaches into some of the ICE issues and some of the political right-leaning issues. That's another layer of audience. But then those that he can't benefit from, if they're big enough, he can go to war with them. Somebody like Corey Holcomb, because somebody like Corey Holcomb and Anton Daniels most likely don't share the same audience. So there is no reason to befriend Corey Holcomb because simply the platforms and the intellectual framework would not match. So Candace Owens, he could work with her. So he does network if that fan base is beneficial. And at the time that Anton Daniels was wanting to, meet up with Kevin Samuels on the Repeat Network, they were talking about relationships. That was a big thing in 2020, 2021, black men and black women relationships. So that was a good fit. Okay. But then now after Kevin Samuels is not there no more, then, he can, work with people that are kind of very similar to what he talks about. Jason Whitlock don't like blacks. And also you get the whites that support. And then those whites can give money. Those whites can give, so those whites give you that kind of that third layer of subscriber base. Because what you're probably going to get from Anton Daniels is general fans, people who are more on the black right, people who want to basically bag Chase. And then what happens is the last tier is those conservative whites, conservative Asians, and those trending political topics. And so that's kind of how he layers his audience like that. And so anybody that's against that, and like Corey Holcomb, you automatically get the whites who hate somebody like Corey Holcomb, who's pro-black or pro-Democrat, or pro-liberal. I don't know, Corey Holcomb is a Democrat, but you automatically get those supporting you even without them watching the video. So you automatically benefit from that line. So he builds his audience in those layers. So he does network, and even working with Corey Holcomb or going at Gilbert Arenas is a network. It's a network not to work with them, but to cause like House of Purpose says, so a division that alienates the base, and then you get the white support. You get the Hodge twins reaction, right? You get their fans. You get the black conservative perspective reaction. You get those fans. So he knows what he's doing. The problem is, though, is that if you're not good as a content creator, it's hard to keep those people over time. And then so once they figure out that you're not that good, then they won't follow you.
Right.
But man, I got 2% left on this damn phone. You ain't got me up here. Took my black ass to bed. It's 6:13, brother. I gotta go ahead on. I gotta put these clips up, dust up some of this stuff. These black YouTube niggas, I gotta get these checks.
O'Shea, listen.
No Cap-tivity.
If it's okay, can we exchange information through email? Maybe I could WhatsApp you, call you sometime or whatever. Is it okay if I call you on WhatsApp or whatever? Because I know you across seas. Or
I'll send it to you. Yeah.
Where can I find your email at? Are you there, O'Shea? I think he froze up on me. I'm gonna see if he comes back. Dang, he froze up right when it has, Nah, I'm pretty sure, I'll get in touch with him. He froze up. Man, listen. If you're watching, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. please subscribe and hit the notification bell. I'm gonna take him off until he comes back. Please subscribe. I'm gonna wait till he comes back. O'Shea, if you listening, if you want to come back so we can handle that, or I can just meet you on the back end or whatever, let me know. Please subscribe and hit that notification bell. It's very important that you guys hit the notification bell. Very important if you hit the notification bell. If it's your first time watching No Captivity with Freezy, right? We're a growing channel. Shout out to O'Shea Dude Jackson. Kwame Brown has been here as well, right? Shout out to House of Hypocrites. Shout out to Lakeisha Keisha, right? Shout out to my brother Poetic Flacco.
Hey,
right?
bro, I appreciate you, man. Listen, man, go sub to my boy, man. Listen, man, go sub to my boy No Captivity, man. He's a good dude, man. Hey, bro, I appreciate you, man. Listen, man, go sub to my boy, man. Listen, man, go sub to my boy No Captivity, man. He's a good dude, man. Hey, bro, I appreciate you, man. Listen, man, go sub to my boy, man. Listen, man, go sub to my boy No Captivity, man. He's a good dude, man.
Who y'all saying is in the chat? Who's in the chat? Oh, he said download. Okay, O'Shea is in the chat. Okay. Yeah, O'Shea, I'm gonna try to find your email address, bro, so I can get in touch with you. That was a great conversation, man. And me and O'Shea have a lot in common. We have a lot in common. Listen, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. If anybody wants to come up and talk. This is a countdown. This is the countdown. Corey Holcomb, right? Countdown Corey Holcomb. Is Corey Holcomb going to mention anything about Anton Daniels and their situation? Do y'all think so? We probably got about a little over an hour, so I'm going to put the link in the chat, and people can come up right now. And I'm going to read the super caps too. As a matter of fact, hold on, let me see how many super chats I got. Now I'll put the link in the chat right now. Let me put the link in the chat.
Yeah. You can't try me, no captivity. Crazy. I know it's hard to understand me. Respect me, to speak reality. I'm focused though, please don't ask where my mind be. It's about the community. When life slides, was it appreciating the way that I like give you 50 shades of me? Hell no, I'm not a saint, but God bless me. No captivity.
Okay, I put the link in the chat. Y'all can come up if you guys want to. Go ahead and come up. Listen. This is a countdown, y'all. This is a countdown. Corey Holcomb. We want to know if Corey Holcomb's going to say anything. What y'all think? Let's get it, man.
It's freezing, 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 it's freezing.
Came from the curb with a nice day 10.
Make sure you subscribe.
Graduated from the streets, no bars, no fence.
Hit the notification bell.
Mindset breaking every chain. Taught by the pressure, never taught by the fame.
Subscribe and hit the notification bell. I appreciate everybody watching.
No captivity, I don't fall for a trend. I don't sell my soul just to fit in with them. YouTube streets cold, yeah, I seen how it go. Clicks over character, everybody for sure. But I keep it real even when views get thin. No captivity, I'm free when I speak. Graduated from the streets to the digital streets. No captivity, I ain't locked in a lane with the algorithm when they type in my name. Captivity, stay on my grind every day, clear mind, no chains. I don't drift, don't fake. Captivity, even when the lights get dim, I don't chase the fame. I make truth trend. I make truth trend. I make truth trend. From crack sidewalks to the platform grind. Turn pain into present, made purpose from time. No captivity, I don't beg for the crown. I build from the bottom, let the message go.
If y'all looking for hot tracks like this, y'all Look up Fear No Mortals. She's in the chat. Fear No Mortals made this track.
Visionless, algorithm watching every word I deliver, but I won't dilute what's making me different. No captivity, I won't trade my name. They say it out loud, but I don't chase the fame. No captivity, I'm free when I speak. Graduated from the streets to the digital streets. No captivity, I ain't locked in a lane with the algorithm when they typing my name. Captivity, stay on my grind every day, clear mind, no chains. I don't tread, don't fail. Captivity, even when the lights get dim, I don't chase the fame. I make true change. They say my name, but I'm staying the same. No captivity, I won't bend for the game. Cold in these YouTube streets, I still stand tall. No captivity, I was never meant to crawl. No captivity, that's the flag that I wave from the streets to the screen. Still real, still brave. No captivity, every chain I outgrew. If they say my name, they know what I do. Captivity. What phrase it, what phrase it, what phrase it, what phrase it, what phrase it. No captivity. What phrase it, what phrase it, what phrase it, what phrase it.
No captivity.
Fade Life, I see you in the back. I'm gonna read these super caps. Listen, the PayPal, another way you guys can contribute to the platform is Cash Cap. The Cash Cap is $Freezy no cap. That's $Freezy no cap. Also the PayPal is No Captivity with Freeze. That's No Captivity with Freeze without the Y. I appreciate y'all. Let me read some of these contributions, man. Let me see. Here we go. Super chat. Shout out to C Dunn for the $2. He said, "What up, my brother? What up?" I appreciate you, C Dunn. I appreciate you.
No captivity.
Shout out to my brother O'Shea Dude Jackson for the $10. He said, "Yo."
Use a debit card, tap it, make it happen. Cash app on deck, yeah, we keep it active. Super chat live when the combo gets deep. PayPal slide through, shoulder to the speed. Every way it works, no friction, no trap. Thank you for supporting, no cap. Building this vision brick by brick, we ride. You ride with the mission, you already slide.
Shout out to O'Shea Dude Jackson. And man, big shout out to him for hitting the show, man.
No captivity.
And I thought that was a great conversation. Shout out to O'Shea Dude Jackson, man. O'Shea Dude Jackson, I'm gonna try to find your email. My email is freezy76@gmail.com. Freezy76@gmail.com. It's in my description too. If you can, email me so I can get your information so we can exchange numbers on the WhatsApp. O'Shea, if you're watching, freezy76@gmail.com. FREEZY 76@gmail.com. All right, shout out to O'Shea Dude Jackson, man. Super chat. Shout out to my brother Chicago Realer for the $20. I appreciate you, Chicago. Chicago is the initial sponsor of tonight's show.
Yeah.
Shout out to Chicago Realer.
Yeah. Keep throwing the dough.
I appreciate you, Chicago.
Spend that cash.
Let's go.
Support the show. Facts. Lights don't run a hole. No.
Shout out to Chicago for the $20. He said, "Freeze it."
No captivity.
Chicago Realer is the initial sponsor of tonight's show. Let me go ahead and put him on the sponsorship board. Let me see. Let me put Chicago on the sponsorship board. Here we go. Chicago Realer, man. Shout out to Chicago Realer, man. Hold on. Let me play some music for y'all. Here we go. It's not playing. Here we go. I'll play that.
Yeah. You can't trap me, no captivity. Freezing. I know it's hard to understand me. Respect me, to speak reality. I'm focused though, please don't ask where my mind be. It's about the community. When life slide, was it appreciating the way that I.
Okay. Shout out to Chicago Realer. Chicago Realer is the official sponsor with a total of $60, man. Here we go. Right here, $60, Chicago Realer. Here's another $20. another $20 by Chicago, and another $20 by Chicago. That makes Chicago really the initial sponsor and official sponsor of tonight's show so far with $60. $60 to be a co-sponsor or official sponsor of tonight's show. It has to be $60 or more. Can anybody match the Chicago Reeler? Can anybody match Chicago Reeler? $60 or more to be a co-sponsor or official sponsor of tonight's show. Shout out to C Don, man, for the $5. C Don said for the No Cap crew, thank you, Freezy. Thank you. I appreciate you, man. Shout out to Malika. Shout out to Malika for the $5. Malika said, just know that if the enemy is attacking you, there is a blessing on the other side. No cap. No cap. I appreciate you, Malika.
No cap.
I appreciate you, sis. Also, shout out to Stan Joseph, man. Let's go. Stan Joseph said, Freezy, what's up? O'Shea, sup? From the Bay Area. Let's get it.
No
Let's
Cap-tivity.
Tyranny. My sister Tyranny. Thank you, Tyranny. I appreciate that. Tyranny with the $10. We got to celebrate Tyranny. Shout out to you, man.
Use your debit card, tap it, make it happen. Make it happen. Cash up on deck, we keep it active. Super chat live when the combo gets deep. PayPal slide through, show love to the speech.
Shout out to Tyranny for the $10. She said, for putting in that work and getting the results. All praises to the Most High. Proud of you, Freezy. Proud of you.
No Cap-tivity.
Thank you, sis. All praises. All praises. Thank you, sis. I appreciate you. Shout out to Brandon Nezabite for the $2. He said, oh, Shay, let's get it. Gabe is here. Gabe for the $10. Thank you, Gabe. I appreciate you.
Use a debit card, tap it, make it happen. Cash app on deck, yeah, we keep it active. Super chat live when the combo gets deep.
Shout out to Gabe for the $10. He said, salute O'Shea. I appreciate you, my brother.
No Cap-tivity.
Sharon Bracy for the $20. Can't y'all see it? Can't you feel it? Can't you feel it? Shout out to Sharon Bracy for the $20. He said, salute to the creative platforms, no matter the sub count. Don't forget to send me my favorite clip. I got you, Sharon. I got you. Shout out to Sharon Bracy, man. I was on his platform earlier, man. Shout out to the Wildest Wake Up Show. Also, shout out to TBE Trucking, my longtime brother. He said for the $5. He said he can feel your foot on his neck. The white flag is coming next. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to Bridget. She said Freezy. She said, great show, Freezy. You are doing well with all of your star guests. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, sis. I appreciate you, sis. Thank you for the $5. Thank you to Bridget. I appreciate you.
No Cap-tivity.
We're only reading Super Chats, Cash Apps, and PayPals. We're only reading Super Chats, Cash Apps, and PayPals. I appreciate you. I got Fade Life up on the show, in the back. I got Crypto Blood and Shay. Shay, you cammed up. Would you like to come on screen? I'll just keep y'all in the back. You want to come up camera, Shay? Or?
I'm good. I'm chilling. Listen, I'm watching. I'm observing.
From
Jersey.
You represent Jersey. Let me go to Fade Life first. Fade Life, are you there, Fade Life?
Freezy, let me go last. I'm trying to do something right now.
Okay. Crypto Blood, are you there, Crypto Blood?
Yo, I'm here.
Yeah. How you doing, man? How you doing? Great. Thank you for coming up, bro.
Can you see my mic? I mean, my camera?
No, I can't see you at all. No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah, man.
I'm just keeping all y'all in the back anyway, so it's all good. Go ahead.
Got you. Yeah, man. This is my first time checking you out, bro. Like what you got going on. I'm from the D, man, Crypto Blood, and
shout out to the D, man.
So what up, though? I just think, man, with Anton, bro, to me, I'm more of a conservative type of guy anyway, myself, right? So I kind of align with a lot of stuff that he talks about. But I think since the incident with Corey, man, he really had it set up to capitalize off that. In my opinion, because I felt like he went in there, stood on business, asked him, go outside twice, take this fade, mano y mano. He didn't do it. To me, from a PR perspective, that looked. I mean, if I had to pick, both of it was nigga shit. But if I had to pick,
you can't do that at the job.
I'm gonna
What's
mute you,
that?
bro. It's one at a time. I'm gonna mute you. Go ahead, Crypto Blood.
Yeah, but if I had to pick, I felt like Anton, kind of stood on business, and he had a ability to capitalize off that. But then he turns around, bro, and shoots himself in the damn foot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he got a little bit too. He won the battle, but didn't win the war. So he go back to the damn room, the hotel room, and he streaming and he going in. He just kept it going, and I think it just backfired on him. And now, people question about him and his girl Mika and all of this, and his how he is reacting to everything, bro. It's not looking good for him, man. He's not thinking like he said he's so intellectual. He just ain't thinking. He ain't thinking right now. And it probably needs to just fall back. You know what I mean?
Crypto, I agree with you. I think a couple of weeks ago during the initial sit down with Corey Holcomb, where Anton was talking to Corey Holcomb, I think at the time when Anton left or he stormed off the set, I think that in the majority of people's eyes, Anton won that internet battle. I'm gonna just say that. He won the perception of most people during the interaction between the two. Bro,
exactly.
I echo you. I totally agree with you. Anton really, he kind of shot himself in the foot because really bro, I've been saying this about Anton. I said this about Anton in pertaining to Kenya Martin and how he handled that situation. I said,
I didn't even see all that.
Well, here it is. He overplayed his hand, bro. Right? He overplayed his hand. You already had the leverage right then. You know, you came to do what we know you're an internet technician. We know that.
Right.
And you overplayed your hand. And instead of just stopping right there, you went all week long keeping your foot on the gas. I'm talking about saying all kinds of disrespectful shit. Not only that, he hollering he from the D, and we know he from Detroit, but he putting his fist in the damn in the camera talking about he fade life, and he saying look at my scars. Look at my scars on my knuckles. Yeah, I'm fade life. I've been fading all my life. I've been fighting. And I said, God damn, that time. Then he went at Glasses Malone. He went at all the West Coast ninjas. And then he went at Corey Holcomb and his crew. And he just wouldn't stop.
Yeah, he wouldn't stop, bro. He got
the
power
whole week,
hungry.
Corey Holcomb was quiet.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
Well, Corey was plotting and planning because he took an L, so he had to recoup. He had to regroup. You know what I mean? So I think he was just getting everything together. But he was quiet, and he was Anton was antagonized.
I don't think he would have showed Anton's wife and daughter if Anton wouldn't have went on a world tour for a week.
Right.
I don't think so.
Right. Maybe not. Right. Which, 2 wrongs don't make a right. I think that was definitely disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? I did a video on that. I think he went a little bit too far with that. And it may be some legal ramification. It may not be. I don't know. But I just think Anton had it like he had the layup, bro, and blew it. He could have definitely capitalized off of it. He said, I'm going to make $1 million now, and he ain't making no $1 million off this. This is actually hurting his brand. Again, I'm a dude that's more leaning. I'm lean right. I'm more conservative. So I wasn't like a fan of his. I wasn't in the bag chaser group or nothing like that. I'm my own creator and everything, but I would see his joint. He from the D. He representing. Mm-hmm. I'm like, all right, a lot of stuff he was saying was definitely on point. But man, this last week, bro, he done turned around and said he God's darkest angel, and he gonna blow niggas' heads off. And
damn,
I'm just like, bro, no, you going the wrong way with it. You going the entirely wrong way with it.
God's darkest angel is
crazy. You
see that? Now, I didn't even see it, but somebody else told me. I forgot who it was. They was on my show. They told me he said that, and I was like, God's darkest angel is Satan. Do you know that?
Come on, man. And I'm like, bro, you're starting to be a walking contradiction. You like Sotomayor now, nigga. You just
That's
like.
A fact.
You going way, you contradicting the whole bag chaser thing. You contradicting your stance on your religion or whatever. I respect however you want to roll with that. But you contradicting a lot of stuff, bro, and it seemed like either you doing it for clicks or you doing or you not who you say you. Will the real Anton please stand up? Like, nigga, is this the real Anton? Is this the real Anton we seeing now? You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I'm gonna be. You know what? Damn. You don't mind if I use that for a title, do you?
Oh, no doubt.
Damn, I'm gonna give you credit on my live stream. Listen, that was a great statement. Will the real Anton? Who is the real Anton? Because
I call him Anton Devils now.
Bro, he lies. People don't believe me. Anton doesn't just lie. He's a compulsive liar. People think I just be making dog. This man tells lies like.
But what I'm starting to notice, bro. I think all these characteristics that I'm starting to peep from him. Because I'm starting to see his content more and stuff. And like I said, I will see his stuff every once in a while, but now I'm seeing him kind of out of his bag, no pun intended.
Mm-hmm.
He might be narcissistic.
Oh, might be. Hey, that's a fact. Let me read these memberships, and then Venus is here. I'm gonna give her first dibs, and then I'm gonna go to Shay, and then Uda on Go is in the building.
No Cap-tivity.
Shout out to Big Bad Bull for the 10 memberships. Big Bad Bull took over. Big Bad Bull for the 10 memberships. That's what is that? That's $50 right there. Shout out to Big Bad Bull. I appreciate you, Big Bad Bull. I appreciate you, man. Who's the lucky recipient? Smitty. Uncut Underground. How you doing, Uncut? Great to see you, Undercut. Tandy Kane, Miss Jennifer with the good teeth, Tippy 06, Queen Brielle, half urban, half suburban, Miss Parker, Bruce Davis. Shout out to y'all, man. Make sure y'all maintain y'all memberships. Also, shout out to Big Bad Bull with another 5 memberships, man. Shout out to Big Bad Bull. That makes $75. Big Bad Bull is the official sponsor of tonight's show. I appreciate Big Bad Bull. Let's go ahead and get a fireworks for Big Bad Bull. Shout out to Big Bad Bull. Who's the lucky recipient? Sheila F. Black, Baker Man, Tyrene, Rain Reloaded, T-Dub, Stan Altree. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate you, Big Bad Bull. Big Bad Bull is the official sponsor of tonight's show. Let's get it. I appreciate you to be a co-sponsor or official sponsor of tonight's show. It has to be $75 or more. $75 or more. Thanks to Big Bad Bull. I appreciate you, Big Bad Bull. Everybody that received a membership, please, everybody that received a membership, make sure you maintain your membership. Everybody that has a membership, make sure you maintain your memberships every month, as you will be able to watch our VIP Wednesdays. That's the only way you can watch our VIP Wednesdays with a VIP pass, which is a channel membership. Shout out again to Big Bad Bull.
We're here for the thug.
Venus, what's up, Venus?
Freezy.
How are you, Venus?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Venus, what's your thoughts on the conversation I was having? Did you have anything significant, anything stick with you in that conversation, Venus?
A lot of things. First of all, I didn't know that the content creators were using their panel slots to funnel coochie. Okay, that's number one. But it made a lot of sense though. Like, as soon as the way he explained like the whole process, I said, damn, they're really good, because that's like hiding in plain sight, because you can have these conversations in front of everybody as if you're talking like in third person, but you're really talking like subliminally to each other. Real slick. Okay. And then that's also testing the water with the woman, because depending on how she answers questions, you can figure out, oh, she's the type I can get away with it with. So it's actually genius. Actually, when you think about it, like, oh,
I
shit.
think so too. Yeah.
These men are diabolical on a whole nother level. Because if you're the woman in the conversation, when they're asking women these ridiculous questions, and I do mean these questions are ridiculous on most of these panels, I can see as a man how you can kind of gauge who is who, depending on how the women answer. Right? So the woman who's a little too forward with, she talks about sex a little too quick, or she's vulgar about up under her own skirt, you know, like, oh yeah, she's probably going.
Yeah.
So that's
What's
just
scary is the pick me though, Venus. Imagine the pick me.
the pick.
Dangerous.
The pick me's are prime, like prime for abuse. But the thing is, I'm sorry, I'm gonna just say this. I'm at the point where I don't feel sorry for them no more. Because anybody with 2 eyes and 2 ears could hear.
Crypto Blood, can you go on mute? We hear feedback in the back. Can you go on mute, Crypto Blood?
My bad.
No problem. Go ahead, Venus.
I don't feel sorry for the pick-me's anymore. Pick-me's are actually dangerous to other women. They will line you up to be in danger. They will make excuses for other men's bad behavior. They'll make excuses to themselves. I've seen it, Freezy. They'll make excuses to themselves about why a man is disrespecting them, why a man is using them. So if a woman ain't even gonna respect herself, she damn sure ain't gonna respect you as a friend. If you know a pick me, get away from that bitch. She's not safe.
Damn.
The other thing was, what's the other thing? Oh, Freezy, I feel vindicated. I gotta just go on my
Why?
real quick.
No Cap-tivity.
Why you feel vindicated, sis?
O'Shea has been saying everything I've been saying forever.
There you go.
I just feel like most here are not intellectual enough to understand. The way he just broke that shit down is all I'm ever trying to say. These people are not that fucking smart. Y'all, I'm seeing it now. Y'all are just dumb. He's
That's real.
correct. Intellectually deficit is the perfect word. That's why the answer to everything is money, 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 money. Because there's no logic there. There's no logic. There's no critical thinking. There's no ability to articulate themselves beyond a certain point. So it turns into, let me insult you. Let me make a whole big, like what he did with Corey, right? Corey trying to ask him about his political views. He want to take it somewhere else, right? Because he can't sit there and say, yes, I'm a self-hater. Yes, I hate black people. Yes, I disparage my community to get rich. Because those are the facts. But he can't say that. So now he want to fight. He want to argue. He want to cause a scene. He want to overtalk. He want to cut you off. He want to do everything but acknowledge what they're at. And my last thing was, no, I know you got to move on, Freezy. I'm always here. So I
Go ahead.
all the
Go
time.
ahead, sis. You good.
No one is acknowledging to me the most problematic part, which is this week he done turned into a black man. This week he done turned into somebody who acknowledges colorism. Colorism, not the person who literally coined the term victim Olympics. Anytime anybody black expressed any real issue that black people face, it was getting dismissed by him and his fucking cult.
Wow.
Anything. You talk about police brutality, you talked about systemic oppression, systemic racism, you talked about medical disparities with black women, you talked about any fucking thing that affected black people. He had 300 of them, these idiots talking about it's the victim Olympics when they could look in their own fucking family and see that the shit is true. But they all were dismissing black people's plight. All of them. It's the victim Olympics. So why is he talking about colorism today? Wouldn't that be victim Olympics?
No Cap-tivity.
This is why this is my sister, dog. Man, listen. Venus, you was cooking on all cylinders just then. That's so hypocritical. Yes, and he was the main one. Like, not only he doesn't just accuse individuals of victim Olympics. He accuses the whole entire black race of victim Olympics. I thought that was a very profound point you just made. I hope everybody was listening to Venus just then, because she was like, that was like a great point.
But they ain't gonna say shit because half of them did it, Freezy. Half of the people in your chat did it.
Wow.
He had these people so brainwashed that was the answer to everything. Oh, victim Olympics, victim Olympics, victim Olympics. So why they not telling him that today when he's talking about colorism?
But when you kick the colorism, who you think he's kicking it to? He's kicking it back to the black woman. But the funny thing is that, because the black man, we don't care about that. Listen, he's kicking it back to the black woman, but he said the black woman is the most dangerous thing to the black man more than the white man. Remember that.
More than a KKK, he said.
More than it is. I could go on and, he could go on and on, but I'm just saying,
Right.
when you see it, as O'Shea Duke Jackson broke that down, when he broke down the framework, and he was like, no matter how you spin it, like even when he was talking about with Jesus and stuff, like even if he was in an open, like the way he was just breaking it down was crazy, man.
He was cooking.
He's correct. Nobody he's with that he's calling a bad bitch ever looks like his wife.
That's a fact. And he was right.
Shout out to the queen, though, man.
Listen, O'Shea went hard. He tonight. He wasn't holding back. He spoke his mind 100%. You show you and O'Shea ain't cousins, Venus. Goddamn.
He was sounding like me. I feel like he be watching me. I know he be watching O'Shea. But no, I just want to say, to be clear, I'm not insulting Rita. I think she's a beautiful woman. I just want to make sure that's not misinterpreted. I don't want to disrespect that lady. But I'm just saying he's always referring to, I keep a bad bitch with me. And when you look at who he's calling that, they do not reflect his wife.
Damn. That's a fact, man. Great insight. Great insight.
Use a debit card, tap it, make it happen. Cash app on deck, yeah, we keep it active. Super chat live when the combo gets deep. PayPal slide through, shoulder to the speed. Every way it works, no friction, no trap. Thank you for supporting, no captivity, no cap. Building this vision brick by brick, we ride. You ride with the mission, you already slide.
Shout out to Ofana for the $20 ball. I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you. Ofana said, hey, Freezy, supporting the stream. Sent email for pop tip. It's super chat alerts, but you keep 95% of the bag versus 30% to YouTube. Putting it on your radar while you killing it. Putting it on your radar while you killing it. Shout out to O'Shea. Loving the stream. I appreciate you, bro. I'll check my email and I'll respond back to you, man.
No Cap-tivity.
Shay, thank you for joining the show, Shay. What's your thoughts, Shay? What's your thoughts, bro?
Yeah, you gotta answer that question over because they done swung the whole shit all over the place.
Well, no. It wasn't really a question. O'Shea was up here. We was talking about Anton, Corey, and the characteristics of Anton lately that we've seen after the Corey Holcomb show, right? You've been paying attention, right? How Anton's been moving and what's been going on with Corey Holcomb and everything. First off, how do you feel about them about to get into a fight, but they didn't fight? Do you think either one of them wanted to fight, or
that? Keep it real, like you gotta think about it. Like you got your job, so like. That's like if somebody come in McDonald's, they can't fight, they're gonna lose their job. Like even though they want to, you could pop shit, you know what I mean? But once you fight, you fight. So it's like, Corey,
so you understand why Corey kind of okay.
Yeah, he was in a situation where he was like, damn, I went too far. Now I got to stand on it, but like, the nigga could have, you know how the internet go. Could have lost his job off that.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Whatever. And that's how like that. But Antoine took that, was like, oh wow, I can run with this right now. He can't lose his job. So I'm gonna pop all the shit. Like I'm gonna go to the extreme. Like he wanted Corey to jump so he could lose his job. Like
bro, you know what? Bro. The more and more I hear people talking, I talk to people about this. It's crazy how many people understand that. Like nobody believed Anton. Nobody really believed Anton was gonna get dirty. You know what I'm saying?
But facts. Once you said,
I ain't mean to cut you off. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah. And once you found out that the nigga got security, come on, bro. Like knock it off. You talking about let's go to the back? Like his security was gonna really let him fight. That's the whole purpose of paying the security, nigga, so you don't have to fight it. So that shit went up. Even if Corey went off air, nothing would have happened. They'd have talked it out. Like, come on, like.
That's a fact.
But both of them got paid off this shit though. Keep it real though. They both profit off this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the views going up, niggas talking about it, and that's really what mattered. Like, they pockets both getting fat. Like, At the end of the day, it's just real
Well,
people
I don't know.
know
I don't know.
the
I don't
difference
know
with the
because
internet people.
O'Shea pointed out something significant. O'Shea's been paying attention to Corey Holcomb and Anton Daniels. It's O'Shea's job to pay attention to content creators. That's what he does. He actually said he's been watching Anton's numbers. He actually said
It's going down.
Yeah, he actually said Anton's number is not as good as it was a couple of weeks ago. That's what he said.
Yeah,
Now I don't really watch Anton like that, but what you think about
Yeah,
that?
but that's go ahead.
Go ahead, Shay.
I'm watching both. Keep it 100 with you. I'm watching both. Not the, you know what I mean, like to be on something. I'm just wanted to hear what this nigga always, like the fuckery the nigga talking about. That's why like I like to watch both. But be honest with you, Anton been like that. He been a different type of person. Even his morning show, he talk with a list, and then when he on regular podcast with other people, he talk gangster like regular without a list. I'm like, oh, I been peeped that. I'm like, yo, he talk with a list, but then when he on his regular, what's his name, his panel, he don't talk with no list. Like everything is like hood talk, like, you know what I mean? So I'm like, yo, he playing two characters. You know what I'm saying? It's smart.
Yeah.
You know, but people can see through that. Like real people can see through that, not the internet people. Like he you know, he dealing with two different people right now. That's all. That's the whole mix up right now. You dealing with real people on the internet, and you just dealing with internet people, like just people that just like the fuckery, like, you know what I'm saying, like the back and forth, like this be on the opposite side, just cause that's just how life is, bro.
Right. Crypto, if you wanted to say something real quick, because I gotta go to Uda, and then I'm gonna go to my brother Tommy B in the building.
No Cap-tivity.
Yeah, man, to your point, if O'Shea saying his analytics are down, it's because he's offended his own base now. That's why. He's offending his own base now. And it would make sense that his analytics are going down because, like I said, you offending your own Christians, the people that are religious and follow, kind of your morale. Bro, you just all over the place. So that's why.
That was good insight. We're going to Uda next after I read this super chat. Shout out to I Am Victorious. Thank you, I Am Victorious. I appreciate you for the $5. I Am Victorious said, just wanted to support the stream. You got a new subscriber here. I appreciate that. Let me give you the light for that. And make sure you hit that notification bell. I Am Victorious. Thank you. I like to hear it. Thank you. I appreciate you. Uda, you heard the conversation. O'Shea was cooking, man. Did anything stick out to you? Me and you done already talked about this on several occasions. And I know you got a lot of insight. What did you think about the conversation between O'Shea? Did anything stick out to you?
A few things, when he was breaking down the framework conversation, that kind of stuck out to me. But then when he's talked about how you're using the platform to clap, like when he started to go into that breakdown, I think that was kind of crazy. You know what I mean? That kind of stuck out, like how Venus brought that up. I think that stuck out a lot. That was kind of crazy.
Oh man, yeah, I feel you on that. And it's crazy how much knowledge he has when it comes to numbers and content creation. He was like breaking some shit down. I was like, damn, you giving a damn course right now. We supposed to be paying.
That
for
was
this
the
shit.
best part of it. The best part of it
I
is
think
that
so
he's breaking down that. Like for the youth, for a person that want to know content creation and niches, and how to, like he said, that he stick to three things. It's like black centered, he's conservative. Even though his mind may have changed, he still got like a structure to his content. So I think he left a lot of jewels in this video beyond the Anton Daniels conversation.
You know what else he confirmed? Which all of us, we've talked about this, but what he confirmed from a large content creator's point of view, he said, well, subscribers is one thing, but just because you got a lot of subscribers don't mean you have a lot of engagement. And he was saying the difference between Corey Holcomb and Anton has more subscribers, right? But Corey Holcomb has more loyal engagement because of his notoriety on outside of social media. He has he has an outside, I think that's what he was saying, an outside following. And that's very important for content creators too. Not to just be stuck in this bubble, but get out and get outside, meet people, get outside, let them know what you're doing. And I think he said that was what was so significant about Corey Holcomb in comparison to Anton Daniels. He said, and that made so much sense because the only thing we really know about Anton is the little small the couple of meetups he did, which I heard it wasn't a lot of people, but a lot of Anton's presence is on social media. Like he maneuvers on social media. Corey Holcomb does a lot of stand-up comedy. He gets booked a lot, and this is a large reason why Corey Holcomb can have 12 to 15,000 people in his audience and stuff. So I thought that was a great point that he actually landed too. Uda, did you want to have anything else on your mind before I go to Tommy B? Shout out to Tommy B, man. Tommy,
No Cap-tivity.
Tommy, what's on your mind, man? What do you think about I don't know how much you heard of the O'Shea Do Jackson conversation, but whatever's on your mind, I just want you to say it because we know that Corey is also going live tonight. It's Tuesday. He's going live. And I also wanted to go back around the panel and ask y'all, do y'all think Corey is going to mention anything about Anton Daniels tonight? So go ahead, Tommy. What do you think about the conversation with O'Shea Do Jackson too?
I kind of caught the tail end of it. But no, it's funny, like, everything that Venus said is pretty much what I was telling you on the first show. Like he don't stand on nothing. Well, his foundation is quicksand. You feel what I'm saying? Like everything that he says, you can find a contradiction in. And I broke it down to y'all. Even if you go to bag chasers, what's a bag? What's a bag to a square? It's nothing. We know where bags came from. You feel me? Paper bag money. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go to the black culture is trash, but you got George behind you. You feel me? Like even with the confrontation with Corey, I'm from Detroit. Well, what does that mean? Because what are you talking about? The Detroit mailman? Are you talking about the Detroit construction workers? No, you talking about the very niggas that you supposedly hate. And so to try to pump fear into somebody, you're going to use the reputation of the niggas that you supposedly hate to try to pump fear in somebody. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, everything that Vinny said, it was just funny. I mean, it's essentially what I've been saying this whole time. And we peeped that years ago. You feel me? I'll act like a nigga when it's convenient. You feel me? And then I'll talk shit about him. You feel me? When that's convenient. So I mean, I don't think Corey really gonna speak too much on him. I think he may, for a quick second, but I seen the title of his show tonight, and he more focusing on them trying to get him out of here with that mushing abroad thing. So I think he passed the Anton thing. I know Anton probably hoping he do, but I think he passed it.
I hope he doesn't. I hope he don't.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think because of that shit with the girl got so big, I think that just pushed him past the Anton thing because he had bigger fish to fry. You feel what I'm saying?
That's a bigger problem.
Exactly. So I think he's addressing that one and kind of trying to get that out the way because that was something that could actually affect, you feel me, his situation. So I think he gonna more focus on that. He may bring up the situation, but I think for the most part he gonna be speaking on that situation with the chick.
Let me go back around. Let me go to Venus. Venus, do you think that Corey Holcomb is going to talk about Anton tonight? Do you think he's going to bring up Anton in any fashion tonight?
If he's smart, hell yeah, he is.
Oh. Hold on, Venus. Hold on, Venus. What do you mean by if he's smart? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
Look how the two of them got the whole internet on fire. I would want to capitalize off my name. Everybody else capitalizing off my drama. I'm going to capitalize too. I bring this shit up just because. Hold on. Because he knows that most people, the good thing about him, he goes live once a week, right?
Yep.
So all of this suspense has been built up since his last show. I think he's smart enough businessman to understand. He kind of has to. He knows a lot of people are showing up just to see that. So you want to retain, I'm guessing. I would want to retain
Venus,
somebody.
they showing up for the response about the girl. Like that got way more steam than the Anton situation because people actually think that he punched that girl.
Hey, House, give me a thumbs up if you want to be seen on camera. Shout out to my dog, man. Shout out to House of Hypocrites in this bitch.
No Cap-tivity.
Shout out to House of Hypocrites in this bitch.
What's up?
Go ahead,
Tommy
all of
Venus.
B.
it. And
Go
I
ahead. Go
want
ahead,
to say,
Venus, and finish your point. Go ahead, Venus. I'm sorry.
I just want to say, I feel like Anton has something to do with that because isn't that like an old situation? Like, why they come out right
Yeah, that shit
now?
was like
They not missing.
I want to say they said it was
2
like a
years
year
ago.
ago. Yeah.
So why? I feel like Anton got something to do with that. I'm sorry. I believe he does. I can allegedly. I don't know. I don't know what he doing, but the timing was very interesting, and I do not think that was a coincidence.
I think so too. Yeah. I mean,
And I
I don't
believe
know
the
if he
video
has something,
got
but I do think the
dropped off
timing
a
was
fake
interesting.
page.
Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead.
I think the video got dropped off a fake page too. Like it wasn't like a credible source dropped it. If I'm not mistaken, I think just like a random page dropped the video and then picked up steam from there. I believe that's how it happened. So it do look fishy.
And can you blame him? He mad as hell. You done talked about my child allegedly. Because again, I don't know,
Allegedly.
but I feel like
Allegedly, of
he said
course.
I'm playing chess. He said I'm about to play chess. I feel like he is.
Yeah,
Let me
I just don't think
go
that
ahead, Tommy. Go
it's
ahead.
enough steam. Oh my bad. I just don't think it's enough steam behind it. I think if he actually, like, you feel me, fist and put hands on her like that, I think he would have had a better chance. But looking at that video, it looked like he more mushed. And I ain't giving the dude no excuse, but it looked like he more mushed and like punched her. And they was trying to push it out like he just, you feel me, like he just punched her like a dude or some shit.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, when y'all arguments like that, that's what it sounds like. Cause it doesn't matter. If you're looking at the video just from all you can see is the physical, you can't hear. She posed no physical threat to him. He walked across to put his hands on her.
No, Venus, I agree with that. But what I'm saying is there's a huge difference between me mushing you, and I'm not saying it's right, but me mushing
No,
you
it's not.
and me
No, I'm saying no, it's not. It's
get mushed in
assault.
the face and get punched in the face, and I guarantee you'll feel the difference.
Well,
But
is there gonna
mushed
be a
in the
different
face
charge
by
for you?
a 6'5",
It's gonna be a
6'3"
different
nigga.
charge.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Tell you?
It's gonna be battery. You got battery, and then you got assault. If he would have punched her, it would have been assault.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just
And
know he
again,
was.
that's not to say that
Go
he
ahead.
was right if he did either or. I'm just saying again, and then that's whether you dealing with a dude or female, it doesn't matter. If you mush somebody, you punch, that's two totally different situations.
I guess I don't see the point in making a distinction when this is a man who was not in danger, who walked up to a woman to put his hands on her because he didn't like what she was saying.
He
We
was
don't
capping in the
care.
name of Jesus. That's what she said.
Oh, yeah, him
We
just
don't
running up was
care what
crazy.
he
I think
did.
him just running up
what
was
she,
crazy.
what,
I think it was crazy. He wild out with that shit.
Well, he had
No,
so
it
much
definitely was crazy. He was
distance.
uncalled for.
He had so much distance
But
from
he had
her.
a moment where he could
Whatever
have
she
stopped.
said, I don't know what she said, but whatever she said, it touched his soul. I'm just saying.
and
Yeah,
he
I don't.
makes a living off of saying hurtful things to people. Every clip I don't watch Corey. I don't like him. I
Yeah.
think he's disgusting. But every clip I see of him is him disrespecting, dragging, violating, saying
Women,
some foul
especially women.
shit. Saying some
My,
foul
my,
shit. So what did she say
my
that got him
problem
so
was
emotional?
My problem was her husband was right there. I'd have used him as an example. I'd have beat the shit out that nigga and let her watch. This what you did to him.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what's kind of crazy though.
Go ahead,
You had
House.
all these people. You had all these people out here. All the men, all the women did not come to her aid. That shows you a
Yeah.
lot about a bitch character. So if you antagonizing
Yeah.
and you fucking with somebody the entire night, there's a boiling point that's gonna happen. So the entire night, almost on some inside information, bitch fucking with this nigga.
I heard that
Get
too, House.
hey, get your woman. Telling the club folks, hey, get this woman. Gave too many warnings. Before destructions, there's warning signs. So we ain't gotta excuse it, we ain't gotta accept it. But is it right? I don't know, but I understand. Because if it was a man, you wouldn't have to tell that nigga that many times, right? Then they try to boil it into the Anton Daniels situation. Oh, well, he hit this woman, but he ain't hit this man. Did that man keep talking? So
Nah.
it's a lot of ways to
Yes, he
see it.
did.
When
Yes,
somebody
he
is being a
did.
nuisance, when
Yes, he
somebody
did.
is being an instigator, it's laws for that shit. So I ain't saying it's right, But if you got somebody keep poking at you, then grab you. See what people don't know that minute and 34 seconds. That is a clip they want y'all to see. That shit it's angles from, and I hope the nigga. I hope this show he showed the entire video. It's angles from the club. It's angles from everywhere. But they only put that particular that particular angle
No, you don't
out.
want to see the whole video because he passed that gun. He passed that ratchet over. You know.
Yeah.
Wait, but
Is he a felon?
y'all said Anton didn't keep talking. That's what y'all said.
Yeah, you can't have no gun.
He
Ain't they in
said
LA? Man,
Teddy, give me
Why
a
you can't
thumbs
have a
up if
gun
you
in
want to
LA?
come up. Give me a thumbs up, Teddy, if you want to be
Because you
seen.
can't
Okay.
have one, Tommy.
Huh?
Because you can't have one.
Women want to be
You
Talking
sober.
definitely
about
can't
an
have a gun
old
in
case
LA.
though.
as a civilian, you know it's
I
hard to
can't
get a
say that. I
gun
can't
carry.
say that.
No, it's
Let
not
me
hard to get a
Y'all
gun.
talking,
What
y'all talking about an old case though. That shit is over. Like,
what are
what
y'all
happened? Like,
talking about? Wait a minute, hold on. How is it hard to get a gun as a civilian in California? Please explain.
You can conceal carry in California?
Wait,
No.
yeah.
what you said it's hard to get a gun.
What I'm saying is, my man said, show the whole clip. You don't want to have the whole clip shown if Corey is concealing a handgun in California.
It's a misdemeanor.
Maybe he went through the steps to get it, but it's very difficult to get a concealed weapon, from my understanding, in the state of California.
No, it's
Man,
not.
bro, this man, hey,
It's
this
not.
man 50. That man 57 years old, dog. He ain't got
He
no
ain't never been to
felony.
jail. He ain't got no
You feel
record.
me? No criminal record. It's pretty easy to get a gun when you an outstanding citizen, bro.
And it's not hard to get a CCW either. It depends on who the sheriff is, and all you gotta do is live on the outskirts and not in the inner city, and you can get a CCW easy as hell. Y'all gotta check y'all facts, man.
They out
Y'all
there in
way the fuck off.
Pasadena. They in Pasadena. So what else said in California?
I know where they at, house. I know where they at.
Let me ask.
In the county that I stay in, I get a CCW easy as shit.
Shout out to Teddy, man. Thank you for joining the show,
No
Teddy.
Cap-tivity.
Let me go to you know what? Let
Appreciate
me
it.
go to Uda on Go. Uda on Go. Hold on, let me read this super cap 1 second. Shout out to Freeman Al for the $5. Thank you, Freeman Al, for the $5. He said, LA in the building. LA paperwork show that case was dismissed by a judge. That footage was edited. She put hands on him first. Well, damn.
No Cap-tivity.
I didn't know that. I didn't know. Super shout out to Moses Props. Oh Lord, he finna go ham. Shout out to Moses Props for the $10. Shout out to you, man. He said, "What's good, brother? Just chilling, man. I appreciate that, man."
Use a debit card, tap it, make it happen. Cash app on deck, yeah, we keep it active. Super chat live when the combo gets deep.
Shout out to you, Moses Props. I appreciate. Uda, do you think that Corey gonna say something tonight or not?
I don't think he should. That's me personally. I don't think he should. But he could allude to something, make a joke or something, though. But don't go into too much, because that'll still get the people buzzing that he said something without having to go into too much. But I think tonight is going to be about Shorty, Cristina. I think tonight is going to be about maybe the connection with the lawyer Sean Holly and all of that type of stuff. Or maybe he might show parts of the video, because remember he was saying before that he had the video from
Yeah.
before. He was saying like he was the first one that had it. So I think maybe he does that, but I don't think he spends all that time on Anton. I don't know.
What you
If he
think,
does.
House? Do you think that Corey is going to mention Anton tonight or not?
Man, that nigga, I think he about to go in. It's gonna be set since the last show. Since the last show wasn't how it was supposed to be. This show he gonna make sure that shit right. So now he got a lot to talk about. I think he about to snap. I don't think he gonna.
Okay.
I don't think he gonna be playing around like he usually. You know how he be, because usually he just be joking. And people saying that the video came after court. Man, that's a motherfucking lie, bro. Man, they been had the video. Corey and them team had the video.
No.
Yeah.
How the fuck the video come out after court?
You mean after Anton? After the
court.
Anton thing?
No,
He's talking about the
court.
fight. He's talking about the fight.
Ben said he had it. Ben said he had the video.
Oh shit, he been had the video. Shout out to Moses Props in the building. What's up,
No
Moses?
Cap-tivity.
Yo, listen, I'm gonna do y'all a courtesy. We got like probably 20 more minutes before we end the stream because we're gonna catch the. This is just a countdown for Corey's. You know, I want everybody to watch Corey tonight. But let me ask. Shout out to Teddy. Teddy, what's going on with you? Do you think Corey is going to talk about Anton tonight or not?
I believe so.
Why do you believe so, bro?
Well, for like I said again, I've been watching Corey, and I used to work to come at in Charlotte. I don't want to say the name, but it's a premier comedy club. He used to come up there, and like one thing I know about the dude, he nice and humble. I know people not a fan because he tell about baby deletion jokes and all that other stuff and everything else. But on the outside looking into this, I feel like it's just a setup for bro. Because think about this, he been talking about the Backdooria, the Babuick stuff, and Hollywood and stuff that's going on. So like all this is coming up together at one time is not a surprise. And like everybody been saying, he said the lady was a stalker. He talked about this a year ago, I think December of 2024. He said the lady was a stalker. He said that he mushed her. He admitted and he stood on it. So why is this all a surprise now? Now all the gossip pages and all the man hating website, Facebook pages want to talk about, oh yeah, he should be, in prison for how he do. I know one thing what my mama told me and told my sister, don't put your hands on a man. Just don't put your hands on a man. Don't try, man. Like, don't step into a man's land. Like, and he said to himself, why are you out there while a whole bunch of men are telling jokes? You are in the middle of danger. Us as men, we are very animalistic. I play football. I know brothers that play basketball. Why are we getting in the middle of this? Mind your business and go on about your way. You shouldn't even be out there while men are shooting the dozens.
Damn. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to Teddy. Let me go to let me see. Let me go to Shay. Shay, do you think and shout out to you, CT Benny. Thank you for joining the show. Shay, do you think that Corey is gonna say even mention Anton tonight or whatever or not?
He might talk about everything just to clear that shit. It's gonna be his last talk. He gonna clear the air with anything. Then he ain't gonna talk about it no more. That's the last take right here. Oh yeah.
Damn.
I
think I should have put
Just
this
seen
in
the thumbnail. I just seen the thumbnail now. Yeah, he might wild out. I don't
Oh
know.
Lord! Oh Lord!
He got to go.
Oh damn, man.
Corey a regular person, bro. He a regular person. He real regular. Bro.
People kind of stupid.
Bro.
People kind of stupid too. You know how hard it is. You know how hard it is to counsel a motherfucking comedian, bro. This nigga has he got a cult following like Fresh and Fit, but with real niggas though.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
and
That
how,
nigga has
and
a cult following.
especially the type of comedian he is too, because he one of them I don't give a fuck comedians. That's the hardest ones to cancel,
Last.
because
Yeah.
you have to give a fuck to be canceled, and he don't give a fuck, and he has a following that likes the fact that he don't give a fuck. So that's the hardest comedian to cancel.
Like 3,000
When I
people
worked
waiting.
at the comedy club, in Charlotte, every show from 2016 to 2023, he sold out.
Well, let me go to let me make my round so we can have an open discussion before we end it. Shout out to CT Benny. Shout out to CT Benny.
No Cap-tivity.
CT Benny, real quick. Do you think Corey gonna mention Anton Daniels tonight? What do you think, dog?
I think he will. I'm just so sick of all the politically correct stuff people always gotta say. Well, I don't agree with it, and I mean, let's deal with the facts. And
You talking about the daughter and the wife being shown? Is that what you're saying?
with everything, it's just what people say nowadays. It's like, I don't agree with what he did. Like, it ain't about, let's deal with the facts, and you ain't gotta agree. You ain't gotta take a side. And the mainstream media and all these lies and stuff, let's deal with the facts. And that case with that chick, it's old, and he talked about it, and she was stalking him, and they was going through their stuff, and people saying that she touched him first, and she kept following him.
About black people.
I don't know, but that's how I feel. I think he is gonna touch on it a little bit, though.
Let me go to and shout out to Awesome Gizmo in the building. Let me go to Crypto Blood. Do you think that Corey is going to mention Anton Daniels tonight or not?
Man, he better.
Damn.
He better. I mean, this is what it's all about, right? It's an attention. We live in an attention economy, and you know he's up there, right?
Yeah.
Everybody know who Corey is, so yeah, of course I think he's gonna mention it. You know, I think hearing what y'all saying about this woman, though, I initially felt like that was a more serious situation on his hands and could potentially be more career not ending but impactful. But we'll see what happens with that. So I don't know. I mean, he might mention that situation too, but I think he gonna definitely do something with Anton.
Okay, shout out to you. Awesome
Definitely gonna touch on
Giz.
that.
Awesome Gizmo in the building. Awesome. Do you think that Corey is going to mention Anton Daniels tonight or not?
What's up, man? Peace and love. What's up, Freezy? I tried to shoot you a super chat a couple of days ago, but somehow or another, I wasn't able to. It wasn't going through. I really want to say this, man. Thank you, and I want to share this shout out to the panel. And I'm gonna say this, Freezy, man, because I was on the way to bed.
Yeah,
This is
you
why
from
a lot
Detroit
of
too, right? Correct, right? You from Detroit too, right?
yes, sir. Born and raised.
Okay, go
Yes,
ahead.
sir.
What up,
Born and raised,
though?
7 Mile of Evergreen. Yeah,
Okay,
shout
all
out
All
to
right.
you.
right,
And
7
listen, I
Mile,
want to
better
say this,
mile.
man. Yeah, I want to say this, black men. And if you brothers want to know, a lot of times why we don't have anything as black people, why we only have 2.5% of the overall wealth in this country, it's conversations like this. First of all, Anton is a mark. Everybody knows that. If you don't know that, then you slow.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Okay, keep going.
Nigga,
Now he just dropped.
bro,
He lost connection as soon as he said that. Damn. Man.
You shot him.
Anton, stop fucking with my guests. Damn, dog.
No Cap-tivity.
What you doing, Anton? Damn. Go ahead, Awesome. He back. Go ahead, Awesome. Damn.
Yeah, my apologies, y'all.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened.
we thought Anton got you at one time. Go ahead.
Yeah, that mark ass nigga. Let me tell
Yeah,
y'all
shit.
something, man. Listen, man, if we as black men gonna defend bullshit, then we're not men. What we do know is this. Corey walked over to that woman and put his hands on her. That's unacceptable. I got a daughter. And if any nigga put his hands on my daughter, I'm gonna put your ass in the ground. We as men have to protect our women. We protect the women who are
Yeah.
virtuous. We protect the women who are on our page. If she say single and she independent, then she on her own. But black men, we cannot, and I mean we cannot condone men putting their hands on our women. Because when we do that, other races of people look at us and they say, you see how they treat each other? So we teach people how to treat us. We cannot, and I mean we cannot abide that even if we do think a guy's a comedian and he could tell jokes and he funny. That's somebody's mother, that's somebody's daughter, and no matter what we think about her, we know that he walked up on her and put his hands on her. That's unacceptable, black men, and we cannot abide that.
Shout out to Awesome Gizmo, man.
No Cap-tivity.
Listen, so we got like 15 minutes left. I want to make it an open conversation. Did anybody have some open thoughts? D, I see you trying to ring in.
I want to respond to that.
Hold on, before you do that, shout out to D. D, I see you trying to get in. We got a full until somebody drop. You won't be able to get in, D, because it's a full panel. It's too many people, so it's
I'll
full.
drop, please. I want to say something. I'll drop.
Okay, go ahead, Venus. Just hold on, D. Go ahead, Venus.
The reason there's always going to be men defending that is because half of these men are abusive. Straight up.
Damn.
They are. Have a good night.
All right, Venus. Shout out to Venus. Shout out to my sister Venus. Let's see. There's D. D, are you there, D?
I'm there.
Shout out to D, man. Thank you for joining, D. I appreciate you.
No Cap-tivity.
Let me see.
Long
D.
time, baby. Long time.
Yeah, long time. Great to see you. Do you think Corey Holcomb is going to mention Anton Daniels tonight?
I do think that he's going to mention Anton, but I think more important, I think that all the clout that we give Anton and all the things that we say about him, Anton and I have had conversations and things of that nature, and I can only take so much of him at a time. But I really think that all of that boasting
And
and
hold
all
on,
of
I
that.
want y'all to know who this is. This is D. D used to call in on the regular when I used to co-host Anton's show. And we always had great conversations. Shout out to you, D, man. It's good. It's good for me to hear your voice. Go ahead, D. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no problem, sweetheart. But I think that a lot of what we see as his ego and a lot of what we see as his, boastfulness and his mannerism, all of that sort of thing, I really think that it's a coping mechanism for him. I really think that he knows on the inside that he is not all that he thinks that he is, and that the money is pretty much all he has, and so that's why he uses that to, oh, it's about the money, it's about the money, it's about the bag, it's about the bag, so on and so forth, and women are horrible, and the culture is trash, which I agree with, and I am a conservative. However, I also believe that while the culture is trash, that we swim in it every day, and so we perpetuate those things. He does, like you say, on the $1 Million Morning Show, he is Mr. Intelligence and Mr. IT Extraordinaire and Mr. YouTube, but in the evening, he is Detroit Down and F this and F that and suck this and suck that. And so I think he
Hold on,
plays to the
wait. D. You was D.
Told you.
D. You was there. You were there back then when I was co-hosting the show.
I was there.
Do you remember when he said in front of about 1,200 people on the show, his wife sucks? He was bragging that his wife sucks his D every night, like he was a pimp. Do you remember that? Oh, if you don't, it's okay.
I remember that, but I also remember.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Show over with. Fuck that shit. No, I'm just playing. Go ahead, D. Go ahead, D.
I remember that he has derogatory things about life and what she does not do and what she allows and what she does not allow. So, for him to say something like that is not surprising. He degrades his wife on a regular basis, and then he holds her up at the same time. And so, I love Anton. He cool people, whatever.
Narcissistic
But I also don't
behavior.
trust him. I also don't trust him as far as I can throw him, because I truly believe that he plays to the crowd to give anybody whatever they need, which means he can't be trusted. You give everybody what they need at the time they need to make money for you.
Man, D, I'm so
So
happy you came up here. I'm just so happy
you don't really
because
care about nobody else and what they going through or what they feeling or whatever. You know what I'm
wow.
saying? You care about making the punchline so you can get your bag, because you're a bag chaser. That's what you do.
Wow. House, you had some pushback earlier, House. Go ahead, House.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. They like men that defend other men that put their hands on women. You know what I'm saying? They either pussies or they can't fight. They afraid of men. Some of the most abusive niggas in the hood they 12-0 against men and women, nigga. They whooping everybody. They mama, they daddy, kids, police officers. So, but we kind of confused with men putting their hands on women. I don't agree with that. I can't tell you what to do with a bitch. If you don't know what a bitch is, the brick lady is a bitch. Rihanna and Chris Brown, when she was doing that was a bitch right there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna tell you to put your hands on no woman, but I can't tell you what to do with a goddamn bitch. A bitch ain't respectable. She ain't respectable, bro. So this same woman, just let's flip the roles. Now, what if she been making videos about Corey Holcomb harassing her, showing up to her shows, you know what I'm saying, picking at her, you know what I'm saying, fucking with her for years, and she went up and smacked him? They would have justified it. They would have said it's okay. I don't know what it is. When man and the woman get in a mutual combat, oh, it's abuse.
Well, House,
like
what about House? The conflict,
House.
The conflict is he was standing about 10 feet away from her, and then he walked up to her. He made a decision to approach her. What do you think about that?
I think he approached her. He said, "Say it again." And she had balls enough, unlike Anton, to say that shit again. I think
Oh
he made a
my
mistake.
God.
I
Bro,
think he made
words
a
should not,
mistake.
but the thing is, words should not initiate you to put hands on a woman. Now, if a woman physically is attacking you, okay, that may be a different
Right.
situation. But anything other than that, No, that's no. It's never
bro,
an excuse.
bro. It's not an
That's
excuse.
fact.
And I
But
know
look,
that
but look,
Corey
but
don't
look,
do the whole
but look. Hold on,
Victoria thing, but
but hold on.
that's a
It's
little gay. That's just a little feminine. I don't care what nobody
it's
says.
not it's not an
If a chick
excuse.
is going off on you, to
Telling
able to
y'all.
handle it because you're the
I
Y'all
man and
straight
that's your
He's a
disagree.
pro.
job.
I
You be able to
disagree.
He's a
handle it.
pro at
I
cap.
emphatically
He's in the
disagree.
NBA of capping.
Hold on. I emphatically
Hey,
disagree.
Freezy, he
I'm
just
tired.
started a live, Freezy.
Hold on.
He
I'm
did.
tired of motherfuckers.
Okay,
Hold
I'm
on.
finna
I'm
end
tired
it
of
in a minute.
motherfuckers telling people how to react to this type of disrespect. Oh, as a man, bitch, as a bitch, get your ass out of niggas' face.
Hey, hold on.
I'm tired of people
Hey, let
trying
me
to
say
put
this. Hey,
like,
Freeze.
man, fuck that shit.
Okay,
Your
one
woman have been
more.
at home with a
What?
goddamn dude.
Who wanted to talk? Who wanted to talk? I think. Go ahead,
Can
CT
I say
Benny.
something real quick?
I do,
I
Freeze.
want to talk. Can I say?
Okay, I'm gonna let
Can I
CT
say
Benny go.
something?
You said who else said they wanted to talk?
I do.
I do.
Okay, real quick,
I
because I
resent the
want y'all to
remark
catch
that
the Corey show. Go ahead, and I read these super chats too. Go ahead, CT.
I resent the remark when the sister said all black men are abusive, whatever she said. We not abusive, man. How many black men get to go to court and they got proof that we did something and he ain't go to jail for it? They said that video was altered and there was more to that case that went on and they threw it out of court. How many black men go to court and they just throw something out without no proof? That's all I gotta say. Good night. And we not
Shout out to you,
abusive, man.
CT
I
Benny.
still
Shout out
love
to
my
you.
black man.
No
Who was next? I
captivity.
think it was Shay. Go ahead, Shay. What's your final thoughts? Go ahead, Shay.
Hey, y'all keep swinging it to that, man. The whole story was Corey and fucking this nigga Anton, man. Y'all niggas keep swinging it to this to that video with this wife shit, man, with that other shit, that comedian shit. That shit is over with, man. Why y'all keep talking about that, man? Y'all gotta talk about what's going on right now, like in real time. Y'all going backwards, bro. Y'all putting y'all feelings and everything back. That don't even make no sense, bro. Let's go on
Yeah,
right now. Like, we talking about right now. Wait, let's watch this right now. Let's talk about
that thing
this. That's it,
And
bro.
shout out to Tommy,
smoke
man.
screen,
Shout out to Tommy.
smoke
Giz.
screens.
Wait. Giz, did you want to say something? Then it can go to D. Go ahead, Giz.
Yeah, I do. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, shout out to the chat, man. Listen, I just think here's the thing, beloved. I want to say this to you, brothers. It's that I'm never dealing from a place of feelings. I'm always dealing from I'm a very cerebral man, and I'm very disciplined, and I'm very focused. But some things, y'all, we have to be in unanimity about. The bottom line is there's a couple bottom lines here. She was out of order. Her man should have had her in check. So her husband was out of order for even letting his bitch go back and forth with a nigga. So he should have
Right.
been able to step in and squash that from the jump. But in the end, Corey did walk up on this woman and put his hands on her. Now here's what I want to discuss with you black men. And this is something I want y'all to search y'all souls out. This is very important. Why do we as black men always try to ride with the people that we like? Just because we like a nigga, we don't know these niggas. They run, jump, tell jokes. They make us laugh. They entertain us, and then we use these people and prop them up as if they can teach us how to move. Fuck them niggas. You understand me? Develop some principles and some thoughts, and galvanize your life around a set of moral code that you follow. Corey was out of order, y'all. It doesn't matter if it was 10 years ago, y'all. It doesn't matter if it was 100
Fact.
years ago. The bottom line is what we saw. Let's be men, black men. This is how you get respect. Take your motherfucking respect. I gotta go, man, y'all. I'm waking my daughter up, man. Peace and love.
Salute to you,
Shout out
brother.
to
That's
Awesome,
powerful.
man.
No captivity.
D, go ahead, D. You wanted to say something? Few words, D?
I just want to say that at the end of the day, all men aren't abusive, and Corey did what he did for whatever reason, and I agree that the woman shouldn't have been, batting the gums. I definitely agree with that. Women should stay in women's place and not in men's faces. Definitely agree with that 150%. However, and for view it myself, I do understand what the other young man was saying when he said that not all men that abuse are wusses or the B word or whatever. Because the man that did what he did to me, they called him quick hand James. Because not only did he do what he did with me, but he did it with everybody else. And he'll fight a man, a woman, whoever, the police officers, and anybody else who walked up. so it ain't all about that. But as far as Anton Daniels is concerned, I think that it's all a smokescreen. I don't think that he is who he is on the inside, point blank, period. He proves it every day by degrading himself and his family and his wife and throwing everybody under the bus in his family. And so I watch his show because it's entertaining. However, on the other hand, I don't trust him as far as I could throw him.
Shout out to D, man.
No Cap-tivity.
We about to read the super caps and then we're gonna get up out of here, man. Shout out to my sister. Shout out to my sister. Conversation with MJ for the $10. She said assault is the threat or attempt to inflict injury, causing fear of harm, while battery is the intentional, unlawful touching or application of force to another person. Keep up the work ethic, Freezy. Keep it up. I appreciate you, sis. Thank you, sis. I appreciate it.
No Cap-tivity.
Shout out to Moses Props, man, for the $20. He said, let's go. Shout out to Moses Props. Shout out to Moses Props again for another $10. He said, want to give shout out live, then I'm gone. You was down there, Moses, but you kept dropping down, man. Shout out to my brother Moses, man. This is my brother. Moses came back with another 20 bone and another 20 bone, which makes $80 for Moses Props. Moses Props is going to finish the sponsorship tonight with a total of $80, man. Shout out to Big Bad Bull. Big Bad Bull was a sponsor of tonight's show. Moses Props takes over the sponsorship again. I appreciate y'all, man. Let's get it, man. We're going to celebrate Moses Props, and then we're going to read a quick benediction, and we're going to get up out of here, man. Shout out to our brother Moses Props, man. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you.
Use a debit card, tap it, make it happen. Cash app on deck, yeah, we keep it active. Super chat live when the combo gets deep. PayPal slide through, shoulder to the speed. Every way it works, no friction, no trap. Thank you for supporting, no captivity, no cap. Building this vision brick by brick, we ride. You ride with the mission, you already slide.
Shout out to Moses Props, man. I appreciate you, Moses.
Trying to support No Cap.
I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you, Moses. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Shout out to Moses again. Moses came back with another $10, which makes it $90. Moses is still a sponsorship for $90. I appreciate it. He said, I'm back. Big Bad Bull said tied up, but Moses beat you to it. Big Bad Bull is at $80. Moses is at $90. I appreciate you, man.
No Cap.
I appreciate you. Let's celebrate Moses right now, man. Let's celebrate Moses. Let's get it. Hold on. Shout out to Big Bad Bull. Big Bad Bull made it. Big Bad Bull made it $90 on your ass.
No Cap-tivity.
Shout out to Big Bad Bull coming through for the 90.
Keep throwing it down.
Big Bad Bull say you ain't no fun, bro. Shout out to Big Bad Bull. Let's get it. Shout out to Big Bad Bull. Big Bad Bull. He is a co-sponsor of tonight's show. Let me put Big Bad Bull back on the board. Let me see. Shout out to Big Bad Bull. A co-sponsor with a total of $90 as well. Let me go ahead and put Big Bad Bull back on the board. Here we go. Shout out to Big Bad Bull, man. Here we go. Here we go. $90, Big Bad Bull, man. Shout out to Big Bad Bull. He's on the ticker down below. I appreciate you, Big Bad Bull.
No Cap-tivity.
I appreciate you, my brother. Big Bad Bull is on the ticker below. Oh, shout out to Moses. Moses brought it up to 110. He brought it up to 110. Shout out to Moses. Thank you, bro. Thank you, Moses. I appreciate you, bro. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
I am who I say I am. I stand on it.
Shout out to Moses. He brought it up to 110. The sponsorship is 110. So shout out to you, Big Bad Boy. Moses took back over the sponsorship for $110. Yo, we about to get up out of here, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate y'all. This is tonight's hold on, where is that? Where did I put it? Yeah, this is tonight's
Thank you for the show. I appreciate you having me.
D, listen, D, please don't be no stranger. D, you made my night, D. D, you made my night, D. Thank you. It's been so long, D. Thank you, D. Thank you.
I'll be back. I promise I'll be back. You know I always got you.
You promised D?
I promise. You know I always got you.
Man, shout out to D, man.
No cap.
Shout out to my sister D. Let's get it. 2 Timothy. All right, D. 2 Timothy, 1st chapter, 7th verse 8. For God gave us a spirit not of fear, but of power. For God gave us a spirit not of fear, but of power and love and sound mind. That's for everybody, man.
No captivity.
Shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate you, man. Shout out to y'all. Y'all, we about to get up out of here. Hold on, let me see. Shout out to my brother, who is it, Moses again? Shout out to Moses Props again. And I'm going to let Tommy go too because I don't want to inconvenience Tommy. Hold on. Let me see. Shout out to Moses Props again for the cash cows. I think he sent 2 cash cows. Moses Props sends 2 cash cows. Let's see. Yeah, Moses Props sent 2 cash cows. He sent a $10 cash cow and a $12 cash cow. Let's go. Oh no, LOL. So that's $22 more. Moses Props, that's a total of, let's see, that's a total of 132. 132. I appreciate you, Moses. Thank you, bro. Thank you. We about to get up out of here. We got to go watch the show. We about to get up out of here. I love y'all. This is No Captivity with Freezy. Shout out to let me come on camera for this. Hey, thank you, Tommy. I appreciate that, man. Shout out to O'Shea Dude Jackson. Shout out to O'Shea Dude Jackson for coming through. Big shout out to O'Shea, man.
No cap.
Shout out to O'Shea. Let's go. Make sure y'all tune in to O'Shea Dude Jackson. Make sure y'all tune in to O'Shea Dude Jackson. We about to get up out of here. I love y'all. We gone, man. We gone. Here we go. And Corey, man, we about to tune in to Corey. Let's get it, man. Here we go.
It's freezing, 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 it's freezing. Came from the curb with a nice day tense. Graduated from the streets, no bars, no fence. No captivity, mindset breaking every chain. Taught by the pressure, never taught by the fame. Head full of topics, but my mind stay clear. Move with a purpose, I ain't moving in fear. No captivity, I don't fall for a trend. I don't sell my soul just to fit in with them. YouTube streets cold, yeah, I seen how it go. Clicks over character, everybody for sure. But I keep it real even when views get thin. No captivity, I'm free when I speak. Graduated from the streets to the digital streets. No captivity, I ain't locked in a lane with the algorithm when they typing my name. Captivity, stay on my grind every day, clear mind, no chains, I don't drift, don't.
Shout out to House of Hypocrites came through tonight. Shout out to House of Hypocrites too.
I make truth trend. I make truth trend. From crack sidewalks to the platform grind. Turn pain into present, made purpose from time. No captivity, I don't beg for the crown. I build from the bottom, let the message go around. They want a character, I'm giving them me. Real love of our, that's the code I keep. No captivity, I ain't stuck in the past. I move with conviction, make the vision last. Algorithm watching every word I deliver, but I won't dilute what's making me different. No captivity, I won't trade my name. They say it out loud, but I don't chase the fame. No captivity, I'm free when I speak. Graduated from the streets to the digital streets. No captivity, I ain't locked in a lane with the algorithm when they typing my name. Captivity, stay on my grind every day, clear mind, no chains, I don't tread, don't fail. Captivity, even when the lights get dim, I don't chase the fame, I make true trend. They say my name, but I'm staying the same. No captivity, I won't bend for the game. Cold in these YouTube streets, I still stand tall. No captivity, I was never meant to crawl. No captivity, that's the flag that I wave from the streets to the screen, still real, still brave. Captivity, every chain I outgrew, if they say my name, they know what I do. Captivity, we're crazy, we're crazy, we're crazy. We're crazy, we're crazy. No captivity, we're crazy, we're crazy, we're crazy. We're crazy, we're crazy.
No captivity. Freezy.